My name is Coach Boomer. You may know me as Sonic Boom. You may not. Here's how power placement is going to work. You will step up here and show me your power. And yes, you will do so in front of the entire class. I will then determine where you will be assigned, hero or sidekick. Now, every year there are a few students, or as I like to call them, whiner babies, who see fit to question and to complain about their placement. So let's get one thing straight. My word is law. My judgment is final. So there will be no whiner babies. Are we clear? I said, are we clear? Yes, go time.
Round one, fight! Well, it's certainly one of the movies I'll be rooting for here tonight, among others. But welcome, everybody, to the Movie Hero Network. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy 2024. And we are kicking things off with another year tonight as we're going to start, kick things off in the new year with a look back at 2005. Back in the Time Machine years, we're kicking off our Ladder Series here tonight for 2005. Part 1, to be specific. For tonight, Part 2 will be tomorrow night, and Friday will be the Tournament Championship. So we can't wait to get started here and looking at 2005. We got plenty of 2023 content coming at you later this month. We'll get into that at the end of the show. But I am not alone in this endeavor, obviously, as usual. Bring in first the master of the ladder match, if you will, the ladder man himself, Mr. Malcolm Lay. Malcolm Lay, what's going on? How you doing, buddy?
It's going good. Like this was one of those ones that there was actually a lot of. Like it was a decent year for movies this year, but it's going to be interesting to see what makes it through.
Yeah, no, I've got a few of my favorites in this particular tournament here tonight, so I'm looking forward to seeing if one of them can pull through. But we got some other folks introduced here tonight. Somebody that I'm sure is happy. I played that clip based on his name, Brian Nussbaum, Ron Wilson, bus driver, who I've met, by the way, at a comedy show and got him to sign my Sky High DVD.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, that's Brian Heffernan, right? So
Kevin Heffernan.
Yeah, Kevin Heffernan, that's right. But yeah, I have a signed Sky High from Ron Wilson. But what's going on, Brian? How you doing?
It's good. 2005 was a good year for family films, good year for animation, good year for some comic book movies, and I also met two people from Sky High. I met Dave Foley, All American Boy, and Kevin McDonald, who played Dr. Medulla.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So a couple. If only I could meet Mary Elizabeth Winstead, that would complete my lifetime.
Now, so.
I know, that'd be great. But you'll get a good view of whatever shirt he's wearing tonight. Richie Goodacre, how's it going?
Young Bucks, yeah. That's my like 6 Young Bucks t-shirts because Pro Wrestling Crate, when I subscribe to them, like to plug in their merch. No, going good. I might have to just do that for like duration. It's gonna be annoying. But yeah, no. And it's some good 2005 movies. Looking forward to it. You might see me also continuing with the dog who can't get over the fact that I had already finished my pizza. I can't magically make food appear, so I have to get over it.
Gonna wonder where the rest of it is. Well, you've got pants on, so that's good.
I do have pants on.
So that's fine. As long as you got pants on, I think we'll be all right tonight.
Only because I'm going out late. I have to conform to society.
There you go. Yeah, I know. Societal norms are weird, right? I mean, I don't know how y'all do it in Australia, but I guess you conform to the same ones we do. And one more person tonight. Jordan's running a little bit late, but I'll get things started. We have Steven Shepard here tonight. How's it going, Steven?
Yeah, I thought 2005 was a great year for movies. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Unfortunately, a lot of my favorites I think are in part 2.
Part 2,
which
okay.
Unfortunately, I won't be in part 2.
Oh no, that's not good. Well, we'll make do with what we got tonight. Malcolm gave me a preview of 2004, and 2005 may have been a better year than 2004. I'll just say that because 2004 is not looking too good. We'll pick up where
2004 has some of my favorites.
At least a
That's my
few,
favorite
but I mean,
movie there.
overall, I was looking at the list and it was not a pretty list overall. So we might have a lot of interesting matchups here. But as for tonight, how it's going to work tonight is this is the Ladder Series. So I know it's been a little while since we hit our last Ladder Series of 2006. But what we've got a whole bunch of movies from 2005 and a few holdovers, a few leftovers from
The
previous
holdover
tournaments.
came out last year.
The holdovers,
I
well,
was gonna mention that.
I was going to mention, Richie, my Blu-ray of the holdovers comes tomorrow while you haven't even gotten it over there in
Comes out
Australia
next
yet.
week.
And Malcolm either next week. And meanwhile, I've got my Blu-ray coming in the mail tomorrow. So I'm sorry about that, guys. But no, we are not talking about the holdovers. We'll talk about the holdovers at the end of the month in our 2023 tournament for sure, the actual movie. But the holdovers in quotation marks, meaning our ones hanging on. This one, Malcolm was kind enough to post in the private chat, so I'll read those out. But we got the Wrestler still hanging on from 2009, one of our best performers ever.
2008, actually.
Oh, 2008, excuse me. But yeah, hanging on, doing quite well in these and hanging on to these Ladder Series. We got Sweeney Todd, we got Slither, Borat, Casino Royale, Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, Click, and Talladega Nights. So you'll see some of those movies here tonight, some of those movies here tomorrow night, hanging on. And basically what will happen is the Sweet 16 from tonight, Sweet 16 from tomorrow night, we'll go into a championship half bracket for Friday, and anything that makes the Elite Eight on that Friday bracket will move on to the 2004 Ladder Series, and that's kind of how it's going to work. We'll have to decide. I guess Malcolm, maybe we'll mix in those 2023 ones when we get to that, in like the 2003 tournament, something. Yeah, because I know you kind of already got your
15 years
one
later.
pretty set, but unless you want to work in that one, we haven't really talked about that behind the scenes.
Yeah. I mean, I think what's going to happen is we're going to work in the 2023 ones into that 2004 one. We're going to have some play-in matches and that. So.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
We always have a weird one on my previous winners tournament when it's Top Gun Maverick won one of the parts of the 2015 Ladder Series. So that's always an interesting one I've had to make note of when we go back, but that's when we work that one in. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun regardless, and we'll kind of get things started. I'll keep an eye out for Jordan. But other than that, we'll kind of get this 2005, going. Malcolm was kind enough to make this bracket for us, as I said, and he'll be running it tonight, so we appreciate that. Malcolm, as always, he puts a lot of hard work into that, and we appreciate it. Yeah, why don't you scroll it on over and let us know what our first match is, Malcolm?
Got Chronicles of Narnia up against Unleashed.
Unleashed, okay, so there we go. Well, Steven Shepard, a little action in there, but what you got on this one?
I know people like that first Chronicles of Narnia. I think it's decent. I think Unleashed, though, is super underrated. Great. I really enjoyed Jet Li in that movie, and Bob Hoskins as the movie's villain is great. So I'm going to show some love to Unleashed.
Sounds good. Richie, what you get?
I also think Jet Li's Unleashed, as it's called somewhere sometimes, is underrated. I mean, yeah, Lion Witch the Wardrobe, Chronicles of Narnia is the best one. But yeah, I still never really got into the Narnia films. But yeah, I think Unleashed is a lot of fun. So that's where my vote will go. Unleashed.
Yeah, sounds good. Brian, what you got?
I haven't seen Unleashed, but I do quite enjoy the first Iron movie Lost, so I'll go with Lion Witch and the Wardrobe.
Lion Witch and the Wardrobe. All right, Malcolm.
Yeah, the first Narnia movie is really great. And yeah. And I think Lion Witch and the Wardrobe is easily the best out of the ones we've gotten. So yeah, I'm gonna go Lion Witch and the Wardrobe.
You know what's funny? The one I've seen the most out of the Chronicles of Narnia is that like 70s TV one. Does anybody remember that when they made one back in the 70s or 80s, like made for television? My library had that one. So I rented that one a lot when I was a kid. So yeah, there was vaguely a TV one. That's the one I've seen the most. I've seen this one, but only once. I'm not really a fantasy guy overall. So I'm definitely going to go with Unleashed. I like Jet Li, and yeah, I'm a huge Bob Hoskins fan. Yeah, this is a really kind of underseen Bob Hoskins role. I think he's really great. So I think I'm going to go with Unleashed here. So for now, Malcolm, that's going to be 3-2 for Unleashed.
Yep.
All right.
We've got The Ring 2 up against Racing.
Oof. All right. Well, we'll do this. May be a formality, but we'll see what happens here. Richie, a movie we've seen a lot in the last couple of tournaments. Waiting. What do you think?
Yeah, I haven't seen that blue cover before though. Mm-hmm. It's a weird color palette. Yeah, The Ring 2 is okay. But yeah, it's nowhere near as good as the first one. Waiting is a fun comedy. It's office space in food service restaurants. So so I go back to Waiting a lot more than I do Ring 2, so I'll go Waiting.
All right, sounds good, Brian.
Yeah, I'm not a horror person, but I do really enjoy Waiting a lot, so I'll go Waiting.
Okay, Malcolm.
Yeah, I do like The Ring 2, but that being said, I really enjoy Waiting. I think it's great, and it's one of those ones like when I was looking up the posters, like I found various different posters with different color palettes and different food on them. So it's like, but yeah, my vote's going to go to Waiting.
I don't know if I trust a restaurant that had like a baby blue table. I don't know. That seems weird. No, natural, off-putting. I haven't seen The Ring 2 since I saw it in theaters back in 2005. And given the fact that I didn't really love The Ring 1, and I still prefer Ring 2, from what I remember, The Ring 2 was a step down. I don't remember a whole lot about it, but I remember not thinking it was great. But yeah, Waiting is awesome. And yeah, we talked a lot about it in our food tournament and our job tournament, but it's really great, and I definitely relate to it a lot. So I'm going to go with Waiting. Steven, I know you've worked in some restaurants. Do you like Waiting?
I do like Waiting, but I also like The Ring 2, and so that it is not a complete shutout for The Ring 2, I'll give a vote to The Ring 2.
Steven always coming in with those pity votes late. I appreciate that.
Or those hot takes.
Baby blue tables is what you'd probably see like Gordon Ramsay bury in Kitchen Nightmares or something.
Yeah, he'd walk in and go like, "Oh, good God, what is going on?"
What the fuck is this?
All right, Malcolm, what do we got next?
We've got Capote up against the Devil's Rejects.
Oh, very similar movies indeed. All right, Brian.
Yeah, I haven't seen either one of those, but which one interested more based on the poster? Devil's Rejects.
Hey, all right. Man after my taste. Malcolm.
I also haven't seen either of these movies, but the one I'm probably going to go through more is I do like Philip Seymour Hoffman. I'll go Capote.
Okay. I was this close to playing a Devil's Rejects clip, by the way, to the opening, playing a little Sheriff Whitedale, but I figure maybe this panel would appreciate more of the Sky High love, which is fine because I love that too. Now I'm wearing my Captain Spaulding tonight because I love me some Devil's Rejects. As you guys know, it's in my 128. I love that movie. Rob Zombie's best still. Really great character and great acting all around. And one of these features a wrestler. It features Diamond Dallas Page as one of the Unholy Two with Danny Trejo. So let's go Devil's Rejects. Steven?
I don't like any of Rob Zombie's movies. I might agree that The Devil's Rejects is his best, but that's really not saying much.
Oh, please. Don't make me angry, Steven. Start pushing buttons.
Capote was good, and Philip Seymour Hoffman won Best Actor.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Oh, you didn't hear? I said I'm going with Capote.
Okay, I thought you were adding to that. Okay, I got you. Richie, what you got?
Yeah, I think Capote is an excellent example where I think the Philip Seymour Hoffman's great as Capote, and that's what outshines the movie. I think the performance is better than the movie. And as a whole, but and Devil's Rejects is a lot of fun, and if it's got most of the time, if it's got a rest through it, and I'll go through it, but unless it's like Jingle Smells.
Jingle Smells with Hornswoggle and James Storm. Yeah, that one's really bad.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, and in that case, if it came out 2005, I'd vote for Capote, but that's not the case. So I'll go Devil's Rejects.
Okay, well it'll be 3-2 for the Devil's Rejects. Taking out, I believe, one of the was Capote Best Picture nominated?
It was, yes.
Okay, so one Best Picture nominee down already for 2005. It's looking good. All right, we're on track for tournament fights here. All right, sounds good.
But we've got Fuck versus Flight Plan.
Fuck the fucking flight plan. All right, fuck the flight plan. Malcolm, you're up first. I do like Flight Plan. I think it's a very interesting movie, but
Fuck is this documentary that sort of came out of nowhere. I remember going to see this, and it was like, what is this? And it was this random documentary about the word. It was
Just in time for fuck, Jordan.
Oh, what?
For a fucking discussion
yeah,
about fuck.
You got to say fuck. You can't say fudge. Okay.
Yeah.
For the one that I was like really excited for.
Okay.
But no. But yeah, sorry guys, I got a little delayed by work today, but I'm here.
You got to quit taking DoorDash orders like 15 minutes before the show.
And that's pretty unopposed.
You set your own
Well, when you
hours. When
you get three of them at a time, they just come in and it like screws up your rating if you don't hit accept. So I'm like, ugh, whatever. But hopefully you haven't talked about the one movie. I did watch one movie for this, so we'll see if you.
You'd probably agree or semi-agree with one of the ones we've done like 3 so far, but it's pretty nothing egregious so far. We'll show you in a second. We'll get.
Okay, we'll let you know when it comes up. The one I watched for the first time.
Gotcha. But Malcolm, yeah.
But yeah, but I just thought it was a really random documentary, but it was really interesting as well, and with all these communities, because it's done by the same people that did the documentary Aristocrats about the that one joke as well. But yeah, I'm going to vote fuck.
Yeah, sounds fucking A. I'm also voting fuck because I remember seeing Flight Plan in theaters and thinking it had like a really good premise and a really good setup, and then a horrible ending and really bad twists at the end, and yeah, it just kind of fizzled out. So yeah, I'm gonna go with fuck also because yeah, I own the Aristocrats on DVD. I saw this one I think on either Netflix or Hulu at some point, and just because I was curious about it because it catches your attention, and yeah, it's really good. A lot of good stand-up comedians and a couple of rappers and things, talking about kind of the origin of the word, and it's really interesting. So yeah, I'm also going to go with fuck. Right.
Yeah. So I've never seen that one. Do I call it? Do I call it fuck or do I call it
no, you can't say that one. No,
you can't say F star CK. No, that's not allowed.
Okay. You gotta say fuck. You gotta say
or you can say this, Jordan.
Thank you, fuck you, bye, boom.
Yeah, right. But so I haven't seen it. I haven't even heard of it. But I did see the like Nicolas Cage like series on. I can't remember what that was. It was on. We were doing the origin of swear words. And
that's called.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it was on Netflix. Yeah, but I mean, I've seen Flight Plan. I think that it's decent. I mean, Jodie Foster loses her son on an airplane somehow, and it's like I don't know if he ends up like being a ghost or being like some kind of some kind of entity gets abducted by aliens. I don't know what happens, but kind of like you said, Austin, the beginning and the end aren't great, but the middle's pretty good though. I like it, and yeah, Sean Bean plays a pretty good captain. Jodie Foster's always great. I think Peter Sarsgaard's in there somewhere. So I'll vote Flight Plan. Yeah.
All right.
He's one of the better like dramas on an airplane movie. So yeah.
I've never heard of fuck. I think it may have been on a list of it was number 1 or number 2 of movies with the most amount of fucks in it.
Yeah.
But other than that, I've never heard of it. So I thought Flight Plan was solid, so I'll go with Flight Plan.
All right, sounds good.
Also, after this episode, we've burned all the F-bombs we can say for the rest of the year. So.
Man.
Bloody fucking time, sweetheart.
Oh shit! Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
You haven't even used one. Come on, use them. Nah. Anyway, I feel like the trailers that the TV show Ted, where they're trying to make the mum swear. I feel like this might be the story.
Oh yeah,
yeah, right.
Anyway, our Flight Plan is actually pretty underrated. I've watched this for some reason. It's like not my favorite movie or anything, but I've watched this like a lot. I'm like just always on. I've watched it like 7 times. Yeah, like the ending's weird. Peter Sarsgaard makes a good bad guy. I mean, that's a bit of a spoiler if you haven't seen. Yeah, but I don't know. He's just got a bad guy face. You just know he's a bad guy. He always looks like he just woke up from a nap. Peter Sarsgaard.
Very well rested.
Yeah,
but yeah, he's got resting, sleepy face.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's pretty good movie. Good performances. Yeah. I also I've seen Fuck. I think I saw it at like at a Blockbuster when I was renting out movies, and I'm like, and I was just at the age McCann's documentary called Fuck. I gotta see it.
You're like,
but yeah, it ended up being more interesting than I actually thought it was gonna be. Yeah, it had some of my favorite like comedians in there, like Billy Connolly's in there. I think Kim Smith gets interviewed as well.
he was on every documentary in the mid 2000s. Yeah.
Well, yeah. And I was on a kick of just watching anything Kim Smith was in. He was also in this documentary called about the rating system called the.
This film is not yet rated. A great documentary.
That documentary is awesome. I've got that here too. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Fornication Under the Consent of the King.
Okay, sounds good.
Which is
yeah, right.
I also really like Dane Cook. If you ever heard him talk about fuck, that like bit where it's like, we're like, yeah, fuck's definitely the best sword because you got the fa, you got the and you got the ka, and it always hits really well. You can just give a really solid fuck. Fuck.
I like it because you can use it as a comma or a verb or a noun or an adjective. Like you can use it as anything. It's great. It's very versatile.
Yeah, right.
But, all right, I'm proud of you, Jordan. You said it a few times. There you go.
Yeah, right. Usually I try not to swear too much, but I mean I'm not like I'll never do it.
But it's on subject. See?
Yeah, it's on subject.
Yeah,
sure.
It's fine. Right.
Usually it's because of all my family members watching. They're like, "Oh no, he's swearing."
Oh no.
What will happen?
Yeah, gonna go to hell.
Yeah, if we could possibly get a Dave Cook v. Dave Cook matchup next, if Fuck moves on, so I'm gonna go Fuck.
Okay. All right. So, well, 4-2 for Fuck, Malcolm.
Wow.
But before we move on,
Fuck your life. Bing bong.
Okay, there
you go.
I'm using up all my clips that have it in it.
It makes.
Show Jordan what we got. Show Jordan what we got so far. Yeah. We had Devil's Rejects beat Capote, Waiting beat The Ring 2, and Unleash beat Narnia.
Unleash beat Narnia. That's kind of like. I mean, I guess it's fine. I mean, they're very like.
Yeah.
That one I'm 50-50, but the rest are all good.
All right.
You've got History of Violence up against Robots. Anyone going to vote against History of Violence?
This Robots is better than the 2023 Robots.
Certainly so. Yeah, I just watched that the other day, Richie.
Oh my God, that movie sucks. I hated it so much.
I hated it too. History of Violence rules. I'm rooting for it to be in the Elite Eight at least. So yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. We can just go to History of Violence.
Move it on, yeah.
Moving on. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Robots is one of those movies that my nephews watched a lot. And
oh, shoot.
Favorite movie. Sky High. That's right. You moved Sky High.
I would still vote for Sky High, but I do like Because of Winn-Dixie.
Sky High's in my 128, man.
Sky High is fantastic.
Sky rules. Yeah.
I've never seen Because of Winn-Dixie, so.
It's a dog movie, Jordan. That's all you need to know. It's a lame dog movie.
But I like that you have Kevin. What's his name on
Kevin Hepburn?
Well, I mean, that was the fake Criterion post that came up.
Oh, yes.
That's cool. It's a Criterion one. Nice.
And that's Sin City.
Oh, that's a match. Ooh. Okay, that's a match. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. All right. So I'm up first officially now. It's funny because Sin City. If you asked 19-year-old me when I saw it in the theater, I thought it was like the greatest movie I ever saw. You know, I was like, "Oh, this is so cool! It's amazing!" And like, I haven't gone back to it as much as I thought I would. On the other hand, War of the Worlds, I still contend is my last really favorite like Steven Spielberg movie that came out, and I love War of the Worlds. And I forgot it was in this bracket, but yeah, this is another one I might be rooting for, and I just think it's terrific and really surreal, and got some really disturbing stuff in it. So I'm going with War of the Worlds. Jordan.
Yeah. They're. I'll keep it pretty short, but they're both about a 7.5 out of 10 for me. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of like you that like I used to love Sin City, and it's still great, but it's not like I don't like it quite as much. And the War of the Worlds is kind of it's been good, but not quite like great to me. So I think I can edge it out to Sin City a little bit. So. I'll let that because I really like Mickey Rourke in that. I think he's freaking awesome. So.
Carla Gugino, naked.
You know that too.
You know what I'm saying?
Jessica Alba, almost naked.
She's always almost. She needs to just get it over with already. She's becoming
I know,
irrelevant.
right? Yeah.
Get relevant again, Jessica Alba. Anyways, Steven.
Like those actresses that like have it in their contract. They won't do nude scenes, but they'll be like as close as
Almost
it gets.
there.
It's like, yeah.
Yep. Okay. Steven.
Yeah, I mean, Jessica Alba hasn't done anything in like ages anyway.
Yeah.
I think she married like a billionaire or something. I don't know.
She did
Yeah,
films.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Not
It's like
working.
Elizabeth Hurley. She married a billionaire, and she doesn't.
Yeah. Well, good for them.
Yeah.
Well, War of the Worlds has great set pieces, I've always said, but it's pretty good. I don't think it's great. Sin City is kind of like all style, no substance, but it's great style, and I do enjoy it a lot. So I'll go with Sin City.
Sounds good. Richie.
This is pretty tough. I love SimCity. Yeah, like a great villain. I think, Bruce Willis is great in it. I love, I love all the cast in this movie. I almost wish they, there was always all it was call for a sequel, and it finally came out, and like, yeah, just should have kept it as a one movie, to be honest. But yeah, I also contend War of the Worlds is, I do like it. I like it a lot. I think it's just a great sort of disaster movie. It knows how to build tension really well. It's got a great supporting cast too. Tim Robbins is in a weird role, but he's in a weird small role, but he does it well. I will go War of the Worlds.
By the way, Jessica Alba doesn't act anymore because she owns the Honest brand of products, and she's worth $390 million. So she doesn't need to.
Honest, like
Yeah.
Honest Tea and all that. Like
all that stuff.
maybe?
All that stuff.
Yeah.
So she's doing just fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and also I was gonna shout out. You haven't seen the War of the Worlds from the 50s? I actually prefer that one even to this one. Like I'm not a classic movie guy. Like too much. I do like some, but the 50s War of the Worlds is great. I just wanted to throw that in there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Brian. Brian, yeah.
Yeah, I'm also going to go War of the Worlds. I love the whole set pieces they have for the film. Love the narration from Morgan Freeman in the beginning, and some great cast. Tom Cruise, Dakota Fanning as the daughter, and also I would say it's very underrated for Spielberg. So I'll give War of the Worlds.
yeah. Sounds good. Malcolm, what would you say?
Yeah, this is actually really tough for me because both of these are in my top 15 of this year. So, but yeah, I mean, I do love all those. If I hadn't revisited Sin City last year when we did Robert Rodriguez on Rankin, I probably would have gone one way. But I did revisit Sin City, and I forgot how awesome it was. I just really love it, and I think it was a really good version of the comics. I'm gonna go Sin City.
Okay, so we have our first tie. So tiebreakers work. We start at the bottom, work our way up. So Steven has the first tiebreaker.
I'm gonna stick to Sin City.
Ooh,
all right.
all
War of the Worlds can never get a break. Fights. It is what it is. All right.
We've got
Jacket.
the Jacket up against Sweeney Todd.
But never heard of Jacket.
We've had it. The last time we had it, JPO had put it on my radar. We had it in the prison and mental institution tournament.
Oh, okay.
Because it takes place in a mental institution. But yeah, we kind of touched on it briefly. But yeah, Jordan.
And I'm feeling that sneeze coming on. Excuse me.
Multiples.
Yeah, but also you got to sneeze in odd numbers or it's bad luck. So I need one more. Yeah, I don't know too much about the Jacket. I just know that it's about a mental institution, but I don't really know all that much. But yeah, Sweeney Todd. I think it's won a tournament, like one maybe. I can't remember, but yeah, I think that it's great. It's one of the better musicals in the last like 20 years. The one that I like, I probably like about 10 in the last 20 years, and that's one of them. So I'll go Sweeney Todd.
Mm-hmm.
Steve.
I haven't seen the Jacket since it was in theaters, but I do remember liking it a lot. It's actually a time travel movie, if I remember correctly, right?
Oh wow.
Sorta.
But yeah, and that was at a time too when Keira Knightley was like all over the place,
Mm-hmm.
and I always liked her. Not a big fan of Sweeney Todd, to be honest. Sorry to Jacob, I know how much he loves this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with The Jacket.
All right.
That's good. Richie.
Try and get my opinions in before she starts barking. I've been ignoring her to try.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. All right. I haven't heard of The Jacket. Sweeney Todd rules. I mean, I have heard of The Jacket, but I haven't seen it. Yeah, I haven't seen The Jacket yet. I'll get to it. But yeah.
Yeah, he said he likes Sweeney Todd. He likes it. It's fine.
Sweeney Todd. Yeah, I haven't got the Blu-ray yet. I'll get there.
Yeah.
Sweeney Todd.
All right.
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah, I haven't seen The Jacket, but I do love Sweeney Todd. Love the music. Love the sport cast. Howell Barber is great as Mrs. Lovett. So Sweeney Todd.
Okay.
Malcolm.
Yeah, I also hadn't really heard of The Jacket until Austin and Jordan mentioned it when we were going through for this list. But I love Sweeney Todd. I think Sweeney Todd's great, so Sweeney Todd gets my vote.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would have voted for The Jacket. I watched it because of JPO's recommendation. I bought it on Vudu, and yeah, it was pretty good. And yeah, early Daniel Craig too, like sort of layer cake era. Daniel Craig and Jennifer Jason Leigh, who I always liked. So yeah, good stuff all around. I would have voted for The Jacket over Sweeney Todd just because I like half of Sweeney Todd, as I said on certain fights. But yeah, but Sweeney Todd will move on. Malcolm,
sounds good.
All right, so it'll hang on for a little bit. We'll see if it hangs on to the championship.
The Upside of Anger up against the Squid and the Whale.
Okay.
Then the Phil Jarvis watching.
Yeah, so that's the one that I watched. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So you made it in time for that. So Steven, back down to you to start first.
Unfortunately, I haven't seen The Squid and the Whale. I'm kind of half and half on Noah Baumbach. I like the one he did with Ben Stiller, Greenberg, but he also did Margot at the Wedding, which I hated. So I'll go with The Upside of Anger. I think The Upside of Anger is a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Richie.
Yeah, I haven't seen Squid and the Whale. But yeah, I've seen Upside of Anger. There was a period of that in that time where I think I was just bored on school holidays, so I literally went and saw nearly everything at the theater. And Upside of Anger, I was like, yeah, I'll see this. Yeah, it surprised me. It's decent. It's one of the, I think, too, like Kim Costner just in a lot of, I think he's done like 5 movies about football at this point. What was it all about? So, and this is technically one of them because he works. I think he works at he works at a sportscaster or something in the movie. It doesn't play into like a whole lot, but yeah. It's a decent movie. I would recommend it. So I'll go The Upside of Anger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Malcolm, or actually no, Brian.
Yeah, I haven't seen either one. Which one I'll watch first? Upside of Anger.
Mm-hmm. You guys are missing out on a great movie. I'll tell you all about it. But Malcolm.
Honestly, I'm surprised you liked it because I didn't think it was a Jordan movie.
Yeah, actually, really liked it.
Jacob commented on your thing and said he hates this movie, like with a passion.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, like I wouldn't. Like I don't really like people talking in rooms unless it's like relationship issues. People trying to work out their relationship issues. I actually kind of dig that. So yeah.
But anyway, I haven't seen Upside of Anger. It's one that I thought about going to, but I'm more intrigued about. I do want to visit more Noah Baumbach. Because I do have quite liked his movies in the past, and yeah, Squid and the Whale is a really interesting movie. And like you've got like people like Laura Linney, Jesse Eisenberg, Jeff Daniels, Anna Paquin is in here somewhere. As well. It's just
in this.
Yeah, it's just a really good. It's just a really good movie. So I'm gonna go Squid and the Whale.
Yeah, Austin.
Yeah, this is an interesting one because I'm not a big Baumbach fan, kind of like Steven. Greenberg is Greenberg was the first one I saw in theater, so maybe like him that came to my local like art house cinema and I watched it. It was fine. And then I think the one I most like is Marriage Story. Like I do like Marriage Story. But I'll vote for The Upside of Anger because it's from Mike Binder, who directed Blank Man. So I guess he got, better. And I like Blank Man. So for The Upside of Anger, Mike Binder and Blank Man.
I forgot he did Marriage Story. I do love that movie too.
Yeah, no, that's like the one I actually can say about Mike that I genuinely enjoy. Yeah.
He also did the Byway Stories as well.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Okay. Yeah, so I haven't seen The Upside of Anger, so that's one I need to get to sometime. But The Squid and the Whale is great. Like, I actually loved it, and it has a lot of vibes of Marriage Story. It's just a little different, where it's like a whole family kind of working through all their issues together, and like very relatable for anyone who's had parents that have been divorced or you've been through a divorce, and like how it affects an entire family if you have kids or if you have siblings or like that kind of stuff. And like one of the things I really like about is like the whole time they're just talking about their feelings, how they feel about every single thing over and over, to the point where I'm just like, man, everyone's like really opinionated in this, but it's not in like an annoying way. It's in kind of like a sort of kind of just really interesting way where the family has great communication, but they still aren't afraid to tell each other to fuck off and to like tell each other that without really like offending too much. I mean, the parents get divorced, but I mean, even still, they're like kind of cordial to a point. They fight, but they are cordial for the kids, kind of that kind of thing. And like it's just really interesting how it all works out. And yeah, it's got Jeff Daniels, and he's really good in it. Laura Linney, and then the kid who plays the son just kind of repeats everything that Jeff Daniels says to be playing ping pong. He's like, fuck, god damn it, fucking shit. And then the kid just repeats it, and they're like doing that back and forth. Or then like, you didn't beat me this time because dads are really hard to beat. They can't beat your dad. Sorry. And like he's just really like, I don't know, just really opinionated and kind of into himself. But yeah, like it's pretty interesting. And then Jesse Eisenberg, like he might be like one of the best things about it. He's kind of, I mean, they're all kind of lead. Like I wouldn't be able to tell you who the lead is. It's between Jeff Daniels and Jesse Eisenberg, I think. But yeah, Squid and the Whale for me.
All right, but it's 4-2 for The Upside of Anger. All right.
But more people should see that. Go see Squid and the Whale. It's good.
The Man. King Kong. All right, just move on. King Kong. Yeah.
Oh, but The Man is my name. I mean, that's Eugene Levy's character.
The Man sucks. That movie's terrible.
Yeah.
Don't even, Steven, don't even pretend. Stop.
Stop playing.
King Kong isn't like great. It's just fine, but
it's better than The Man. The Man is horrible. The Man is, the whole joke is Eugene Levy and Sam Jackson.
I don't usually find fart jokes funny, but
then hijinks
he continues to eat the steak sandwich.
The whole thing is, isn't Eugene Levy so white and Jewish? Isn't he? Interacting with a black man. Isn't that funny? That's the whole joke of that movie. It's the whole joke.
It's like a black guy with the whitest of the white guy kind of thing.
Yeah. All right. Mr. and Mrs. Smith and Wedding Crash. That's a better match. Okay, Richie, you're back for the better match. All right.
Yeah, cool. I do like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Obviously, they have good chemistry, and obviously they did, because that's when they met on, I think that's when they hit it off and got together. It's a great action movie. I think we're getting a TV show with Donald Glover.
Something like that.
We were going to, and now it's, I don't know. Yeah, so that's gonna be weird, but
could be good. I don't know. It kind of looks intriguing.
And Wedding Crashers. I've seen this movie so many times. People are clamoring for a sequel. I just don't know how you would do it, but
it's supposedly still on the way. Like it's in heavy pre-production or something, so it's coming. I think. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, if they have an idea, then sure. Like these two have good chemistry. Obviously, Wilson and Vince want to have great chemistry. I try to sort of rekindle that with the internship. Didn't really have great results, but
No.
I mean, I think that's guilty pleasure, but anyway. But yeah, Isla Fisher is great in this movie, and Rich McAdams. But yeah, I just really like this movie a lot. I think it's got great one-liners, great like side characters, and yeah. So Wedding Crashers for me.
Yeah. Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Red Crashers, but I do quite enjoy Mr. and Mrs. Smith, so I'll go with Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, just looking at the casters for the TV show, it's a really interesting cast. You've got Donald Glover, you've got Maya Erskine, who's playing Jane Smith. You've got Parker Posey, John Turturro, Paul Dano, Alexander Skarsgård, Sarah Paulson, Mon Perlman, all going to show up in this show at some stage.
Wow.
But yeah, I am
cool.
just like John. I'm also not the biggest fan of Wedding Crashers. I've tried watching it many times. It's not grown on me at all. I'm also not that high on Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but I do like it better. So Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin, what do you say?
Which one has the better Vince Vaughn performance?
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot Vince Vaughn's in this.
Vince Vaughn's and Mr. Smith. I almost forgot about that.
Yes, what is he doing? I wonder.
He's like random dude who Brad Pitt just goes and talks to throughout the movie, like buddy guy. Yeah, he just plays like best friend guy. Yeah, but he's in there. I just remember that because he's kind of insignificant in the movie, but he's in there. I'm going to go with the better Vince Vaughn movie, which I think is Wedding Crashers. And I just miss times when, like in the mid-2000s, when we had movies like this coming out a lot. And I miss the mid-budget comedies. We don't really get a lot of those anymore. I'm going to go with Wedding Crashers.
Yeah. So it's kind of interesting. Like, so I was talking to my uncle came into town. He's a filmmaker. He has a movie. I can't remember what the name of it, but that he had a premiere. It's a horror movie that he wrote and got it made, and he got some feedback that it was kind of boring. So they're giving him another shot to go back and rewrite and re-edit it. He said the people that edited it, they edited it more like a drama, and it's not supposed to be like it's a horror. Like they just made it kind of slow moving. So they're gonna fix some things. But he was just talking about like comedies and like how like usually to have a successful comedy nowadays, you usually have to have some kind of known name to be successful. But with a horror movie, like you don't really have to. Like as long as the like premise makes sense and the writing's like halfway decent, you can put out a horror movie and it can be successful. But like I think that's why we haven't seen a lot of comedy.
Just tell them to watch Founders Day and don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. That movie was horrible. Yeah. Like I regret sitting through that one.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I agree with that premise either. That it need to be big names because I haven't seen the movie and like I think I know Austin said it's good, but not as good people say it is. But like Bottoms did pretty well, and I don't think it's got big name actors in it.
What is Bottoms? Is that a comedy or like what is that?
It's kind of a satire high school movie kind of thing.
Musical,
basically, Female Fight Club is what people call it.
Okay. Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing a trailer for that, but
okay. That's all right.
But yeah, that's just like kind of his experience. But I am a pretty big fan of Wedding Crashers, even though I've only seen it twice. Like I'm due for a rewatch, and I remember it being really funny. So I don't know why I haven't watched it more. I want to go back and watch it. But I think Mr. Smith is a lot of fun too. But I think I've just like Wedding Crashers a little more, so I'll go with that. Steven.
Wedding Crashers has an ending, so I'll go with Wedding Crashers.
Sure. Well, they're leaving open for a sequel, right?
I don't remember the ending of Mrs. and Mrs. Smith, so I'll take your word for it. All right, Wedding Crashers.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith was enjoyable enough. It's just that it ends without any real resolution.
You'd think they would have a sequel, considering they became a couple. Anyway.
Yeah, and they're both pretty powerful in Hollywood. They would just make another one. But yeah, and it was. I remember it being pretty successful at the box office, right? Like being decent. So I don't know.
This is a rough round.
Jeez.
Pretty rough.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
All right. Well, Brian, rumor has it, and white noise.
Haven't seen either one, but I'll just go rumor has it because it has Mark Ruffalo in it.
So did Kevin Costner just do a slew of like romance movies in 2005? What's going on?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No,
Rumor
Kevin
has it that
Costner-
both these movies suck.
What'd you vote for, Brian? I'm sorry.
Rumor has it.
Rumor has it. Okay. Rumor has it. You voted for rumor has it. All right, Malcolm.
Yeah. I rumor has it isn't actually that bad. I actually enjoy it enough. Like it's
Yeah.
not like I'm really high on it either. but I like it, so I'm gonna go. I haven't seen White Noise, so I'm gonna go rumor has it.
Okay.
Austin, what do you say?
So there's a better Mark Ruffalo rom-com in this tournament, I think, in this bracket, and I'll vote for that one when it gets
I
there. Hopefully,
agree.
a much better one. I'll vote for White Noise, even though it's not great, but at least Michael Keaton is trying in that movie, so I'll give it to White Noise.
Yeah. So my ex-fiance, she was like really she was obsessed with a lot of like really bad horror movies, and she always wanted to watch White Noise all the time. So I've seen this movie like 4 or 5 times. Like she just wanted to watch it, and too bad it's not the White Noise that came out last year with like Adam Driver and all that. Because that looks way better than this.
That's me not that great either.
Is it not? I never saw it, but yeah, it just seems better. But
What happened to Rob Reiner as a director? All of his like 90s and 2000 movies are rotten. What the hell happened to him?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Jeez.
The rumor has it just looked like one of those cookie cutter rom-coms that I kind of skipped, and White Noise. It has an interesting enough like premise where they're listening to White Noise on the radio and trying to like see if there's spirits or something weird like supernatural in the White Noise. So I'll go with it. It's at least kind of interesting. So yeah. But Steven.
I saw both of these movies once when they were in theaters. I haven't seen them since, but I remember enjoying both of them. I thought Rumor Has It was kind of a clever take on, wasn't it almost? It's somehow related to The Graduate. I don't remember how.
I don't know.
But, I'm gonna go with Rumor Has It.
Okay.
Yeah. And Richie, did he vote?
Yeah, I've seen it. This might be somebody head talking. Body talking. I've seen both these movies as well. I think when I saw Rumor Has It, that was in that couple of weeks where I just sort of seeing everything at the theater. Rumor Has It was one of them, and yeah, I think Shirley MacLaine at this point was wanting to be in a lot of rom-com, so you'd see her there. I didn't realize Rob Reiner directed it till later on. It's fine. It's a movie. White Noise kind of sucks. It's better than the direct-to-DVD sequel they brought out years later. But White Noise has Michael Keaton, and Michael Keaton's always great, even if it's a movie he's in around him isn't. So I'll go White Noise.
All right, so we got a tie, and Richie, you gonna stick with White Noise? Huh?
Yeah, White Noise.
All right.
I was sure that Stephen was going to go Mr. Smith before, so I was hoping for my tiebreaker to go on that. But anyway, cool. I used my tiebreaker on this. Oh, Shirley MacLaine's in this one too. Cool.
Oh, good Lord.
Again.
All right. So Kevin Costner in multiple of these things, Shirley MacLaine in multiple of these things, Mark Ruffalo in multiple of these things. So what the hell happened in 2005?
I was literally going to mention this movie about Shirley MacLaine being a romantic comedy, so I didn't realize it was going to. I forgot. One, I forgot it came out that year, and 2, I didn't realize it was going to come out literally the next thing.
Right. I love Porter though, because that is Edward Worlds.
You said that about a bunch of actors too in the previous year, I think.
Yeah, we kept running into the same people like over and over and over again. It was weird. Some of these people were working. Let's see if Shirley MacLaine did more. Anyways, sorry.
I'm not sure if it's in this one, but there's another Shirley MacLaine movie coming up.
Oh Jesus!
Bewitched.
I wasn't going to say the name, but
shut up, Brian.
All right, Malcolm, you're up first on this one.
I think I've seen In Her Shoes once. It's because I mean, according to Letterboxd, I quite like it, but I haven't seen much of the Penguins, but yeah, I'm gonna go in her shoes one.
Yeah. Austin.
I didn't see In Her Shoes, so sorry I missed that one. If I missed out on a masterpiece, I saw. I think I saw that poster and said, "Yeah, no." And I saw
Yeah.
March of the Penguins like everybody else did. It's whatever. I remember more of Farce of the Penguins with Bob Saget, yeah, than I do March of the Penguins. But I mean, it was fine. Everybody got obsessed with penguins for a while. It's whatever. But I'll go March of the Penguins, I guess.
I wish we put Fast the Penguins in whatever year that came.
Yeah, it was a couple years later. I don't remember when
Farce
it was.
of the Penguin.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I way more prefer Farce of the Penguins with Bob Saget and like
yeah, all the comedians. Norm Macdonald, I think, was
Jackson,
in it.
like every comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason, I just remember like one of them was voiced by Harvey Fierstein, and he's just going around going like, "What are you doing? Hey, you want to go for a walk with me?" or like whatever. And stuff. But yeah, I mean. March of the Penguins is fine. I do love a good nature documentary if it's done well. Like I like if it's like in HD and like you learn some facts about animals and get to like see them in their environment. I just watched 3 episodes of Planet Earth 2 because that just dropped. So that's kind of like my like Sunday thing when I try to like have a day that's more low key or something. I'll watch something like that. But yeah, and yeah, like I was the same way. Like I saw In Her Shoes. I saw Cameron Diaz and a bunch of people I don't care about, and I'm like, no thanks. So,
you don't like Toni Collette?
I mean,
Australian treasure.
I do like Toni Collette. Yeah. Toni Collette is great. I would agree with that, but still, I'll go with March of the Penguins.
By the way, our third Morgan Freeman movie on this side of the bracket so far, and our second Morgan Freeman narration movie so far.
Yeah, right.
Did you see that he narrates the new Dave Chappelle special trailer?
Oh, does he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. So
Samuel Jackson narrated Fast of the Penguins.
Yeah, that track.
I featured 3 beautiful Full House that film.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Steve.
Oh,
I haven't seen much.
I was going to say, I was ready to play it. Good.
No, I knew I was on mute. I was ready. I just didn't know it was my turn already.
Yeah.
I have not seen much of the Penguins. Don't care to. Documentary about penguins. I don't have any interest in that. I saw In Her Shoes once when it was in theaters. Oh wait, actually, did I see it in theaters or may I have seen it on DVD? But whatever. It's fine. You know, I think it was directed by Curtis Hanson.
Yes.
And you know, I'm a fan of his work in general, so I'll go with In Her Shoes.
Okay.
Yeah. Richie. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like I like everyone. Yeah, I saw March of the Penguins. It's fine. And penguins are kind of, I don't know. I think Happy Feet in this movie kind of gave the wrong idea that penguins are kind of interesting, and then you'd go and see them, like, you know, in front of you, and you're like, fucking do something.
You notice the thing about them that people don't realize? That you go to like the zoo and see them, they stink. They really, really stink. They smell like shit. They shit everywhere, just like penguins. They just poop everywhere and it stinks. So
yeah. So
they're cute, but they poop everywhere.
They poop everywhere, just like birds, and they stink.
I'm sure they're like unique, and David Attenborough makes them unique. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's interesting that this documentary caught fire so much. It's just a documentary about penguins. I don't know. And In Her Shoes was not. I mean, I think Mum brought this one. Like, we had this on DVD. Like, it was like because it was like came paired with something else that we probably wanted. I can't remember what it was, but yeah. So I've seen this. It's your run of the mill rom-com. You know, I like Toni Collette, so I'll go In Her Shoes.
In Her Shoes probably came in a pack with Rumor Has It.
I'm gonna
it
find
might
it.
have done, actually.
I'm gonna find this DVD and see what it was. Go ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
In Her Shoes and There's Something About Mary, double feature. There you go.
Well, Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz double feature. Yes.
2 very different movies. So Jesus.
Yeah. There you go.
But Brian.
Yeah, I haven't seen either one, but I'll just go In Her Shoes because of Cameron Diaz.
Okay. All right.
Sure.
Well, In Her Shoes takes it on this one. By the way,
Don't
there's,
go very far.
there's also a
Her
triple
Shoes?
feature: In Her Shoes, Devil Wears Prada, and Working Girl. That's a random assortment of movies, but okay.
I'll watch Working Girl, and that's it.
Yeah.
Is Chris Scott going to be in a future episode this week?
Yeah, he'll be in the championship,
Oh,
so he will not see any Penguin movies because he loves Penguin.
Okay. All right.
Just Friends up against Pride and Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice. Okay. Oh, it's for me. Oh, hey, another
Yeah,
boring
right.
period piece. This one's easy. Boring
Your
period
favorite
pieces
Jane Austen
where people do stuff like that, and I hate it. So easily Just Friends for me. Moving on. Jordan.
Yeah, yeah, same here. Like I don't care about Pride and Prejudice unless there's zombies there, but other than that, I don't care. I don't care about Mr. Darcy or like whatever they're trying to do. It doesn't do anything for me. I know people who like really like Jane Austen, and that's fine. There's an audience for it, and good for you if you like that stuff. But I don't. It's not for me. It'll put me right to sleep if I want a good nap. But Just Friends, it is a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a great or the greatest rom-com, but it's definitely better than like In Her Shoes and Rumor Has It. So yeah, I'll go Just Friends.
Our second of 3 Keira Knightley movies for 2005.
Yeah, right.
All right.
But Stephen.
Yeah, I saw Pride and Prejudice when it was in theaters, and I remember thinking it was pretty good. I think it's the only version of this popular story that I've ever seen. But I don't think Just Friends is great, but it's probably one I'm more likely to go back to than Pride and Prejudice. So I'll go with Just Friends.
Yeah. Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of costume dramas either, and Keira Knightley was in a lot around this period. It's just like, I don't know, maybe her agent was like, no, that's what you do. But the only one I really liked around this time that was sort of like a kind of like drama, it was like Atonement, which came out 2007, 2008, around there. But yeah, I'm not a huge Pride and Prejudice fan. Just Friends, I really like, despite the fact that I still maintain Ryan Reynolds' character is a dick, and maybe in the real world,
Yeah.
I mean, in the real world, maybe she would still have gone with him, but at least at the start, Chris Klein's character would have been kind of cool. He turned into like I feel like this. I mean, this is I think Chris Klein made a good villain in the end though, because he's got a very punchable face. I actually think Anna Faris is probably the highlight of this movie. She's really great. Really great comedy. I wish we'd see more of her now, but
I know, yeah.
She does a podcast. She does a podcast now, I think, and yeah, I'll go Just Friends.
Brian.
Yeah, second, Ryan Reynolds and Anna Faris film on this bracket so far.
Mm-hmm.
Because Ryan Reynolds had 3 films this year, 2005, and Anna Faris had 4 films in 2005.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But first matchup, Just Friends gets my vote.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Malcolm.
Faris has a couple, yeah.
Yeah, she does.
Mm-hmm. Malcolm?
But yeah, it's also Amy Smart was also in a few movies this year, but I don't think we put her other 2 movies that she was in from 2005. But
They weren't good enough to make the cut.
well, I mean, the ones I don't think people have heard of, like The Best Man and Bigger Than the Sky.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do quite like Just Friends, but I'm a big Jane Austen guy. I like my period piece dramas, so I would have given the lone vote to Pride and Prejudice.
All right. Well, Just Friends will take it 5-1 on this one, Malcolm.
Coming soon, a period piece tournament hosted by Wolfman.
No, thank you.
Exorcism of Emily Rose up against The Island.
Oh, yeah. All right. Jordan.
I saw Exorcism of Emily Rose once in theaters, and I was with a friend at the time. It was like one of my friends was dating this girl, and like her way of like coping with things she was scared of, it was just to laugh a lot. She laughed through this movie, and it kind of ruined the experience. But because you think that it is decent, but The Island, like I think that's one of the better Michael Bay movies. Like Like it's like a cool world. Like had some cool like world building of them being underground, and then they get out. And like when they go like have a running with Steve Buscemi too. Like there's some good action and like things going on there too. So yeah, and it's Ewan McGregor and ScarJo, right? I think that's
ScarJo.
Yeah. So
Michael Clark Duncan and Sean
Yeah.
Bean. Speaking of Sean Bean, John Hansu. A bunch of people in there. Yeah, lots of people.
Yeah, so I don't love every Michael Bay film, but I did like The Island, so I'll vote for The Island.
Second of 5 Ewan McGregor movies that came out this year.
No, dude was hustling in 2005.
And the second,
wow,
the second already of Sean Bean movies, who was already.
Yeah.
He was in Flight Plan.
I do think he actually survives this movie though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and he survived Flight Plan.
Yeah. Steven, what do you say?
I think I remember thinking that The Island falls apart in the third act because I thought it was actually like the first half is really good, and then it gets very actiony, very Michael Bay actiony. But it's still pretty good. It just doesn't. It falls apart once they return to the island. The Exorcism of Emily Rose, not particularly scary, but I think it's a compelling courtroom drama. I think it's the better movie here. Plus, I'll also give it a vote also for in honor of the recent passing of Tom Wilkinson.
Oh yeah, true. Rest in peace, Tom Wilkinson. Yeah, but Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, I think this was low key tough. I think both these movies are underrated. I think Exorcism of Emily Rose is quite a decent Exorcist movie, and maybe we'll get back to form because there's an Exorcist movie that came out last year that might be on a list somewhere that I might do soon.
Oh, might be on one of my lists also. Yeah,
because that movie is boring. But yeah,
what are you talking about? The Pope's Exorcist.
That's the better movie, the way better movie, actually.
That's okay. The Island is pretty good. But I'm gonna go Exorcism of Emily Rose too. I was gonna do the shout out, but Steven stole my thunder. But Tom Wilkinson's a great actor and he's really good in this. It's like a really good cast as well. And I just think it's just a good Exorcist movie that I don't think people talk about. I don't know.
Yeah. Sounds good. Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, if you don't be a horror person, I'll go with The Island.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah. I mean, I like The Exorcism of Emily Rose. It's one of those ones that that when I went to see it, I thought, I'm going to see an movie, a horror movie which is about an exorcism. I didn't expect a court drama. But I really like The Island. I think it's great. So I'm going to go The Island here.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, no, what I love with my exorcism movies is courtroom dramas. Like,
yeah,
I don't like this movie. I think every time it starts to build momentum, we cut back to the courtroom crap, and I think it kills every bit of momentum you start to get in this movie. I don't think they blend well together. I think there's a good reason you haven't seen a courtroom and exorcism movies make sense then, because it just doesn't work, and you just can't blend those genres. It doesn't work for me. I think The Island's awesome. This is one of my favorite Michael Bay movies, and this is one I've gone back to a lot. Great score. Really good sci-fi premise, and actually when it gets to the action it's fine because it doesn't overdo it and you don't get a lot of it till that kind of second half, and it's got some really good sort of Brave New World eugenics kind of sci-fi stuff in it, and I dig it. So the Michael Clark Duncan scene when he breaks out is it's crazy but heartbreaking a little bit too. I'll go with The Island. I love that movie.
Yeah,
The Island.
Florida too. Mm-hmm.
Also, Exorcism of Emily Rose is the second Laura Linney movie that we've had.
Mm-hmm.
She worked a lot.
Yeah.
World's Fastest Ending up against Memoirs of a Geisha.
All right, Steven.
Haven't seen either. I guess I'll go with because of Anthony Hopkins. I guess I'll go with The World's Fastest Indian. I hope the title doesn't refer to him though.
No.
Yeah, right.
It's about Indian. It's about Indian motorcycles.
The
Yes.
motorcycle.
Yes.
Why is he doing white?
The title is very misleading. Like I will say that. So, but Richie, what do you say?
That's funny. Yeah, I haven't seen Memoirs of a Geisha. Yeah, I don't know if I'll get around to it. It's not really high up my list. I saw World Fastest Indian because it, it's a better New Zealand guy. Even though I don't think Hopkins kind of like Joaquin Phoenix and Napoleon doesn't even attempt to try in a New Zealand accent. Doesn't even. But yeah, I enjoyed it enough, and it was pretty successful there. So yeah, I'll go World's Fastest Indian.
Yeah, Brian.
Yeah, I like Barber Lee that poster of the geisha, so I'll go the Matt TV schedule Memoirs of a Geisha.
Yeah, right. Isn't that one with Bobby Lee too? He's
Yes,
like playing
yes,
like a weird geisha.
character.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, that's actually really funny. But Malcolm.
Yeah, I did watch Memoirs of a Geisha for this. I was actually largely bored with it.
You don't say.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like it was fun. Like the acting and that was good and set pieces, but I thought it was one that I actually thought I was going to like a lot more than what I actually did. But yeah, World's Fastest Indian is actually my favorite movie of this year.
Nice.
It's not just because it's a New Zealand one, but I think it's a really well told story. Well, yes, like this is some small nitpick. I don't think Anthony Hopkins does a accurate, really good accent, but it didn't bother me. It didn't bother me in the slightest either because I was more engrossed in the story as well. Because essentially the story is about this New Zealander who sets the record on, I believe it's the Utah Salt Flats or something like
Yeah.
Yeah, Salt
sets
Flats.
the land speed record and all that, and it's just a really interesting story. If you can find it, I suggest to watch it. But yeah.
Yeah, I've been to the Salt Flats and see him try to like attempt speed records and stuff. It's cool. Yeah, but Austin.
So I've actually seen Memoirs of a Geisha back in college. I took to fill out my schedule like a Japanese history class, and we actually watched this movie.
Nice.
And this movie is incredibly boring. It's incredibly boring. But it is what it is. But yeah, I've seen The World Fastest Indian because my dad's a big fan of this movie. It's definitely like kind of a dad movie, but it's because it's about motorcycles. He loves motorcycles, and I watched it with him. He rented it from the library, and it's a really good, solid movie. About this New Zealander. Yeah, I really, really like it. It's from Roger Donaldson, director of Species and Dante's Peak from The World's Fastest Indian.
Nice.
So there you go.
13 days as well, he did.
13 days. Yeah, he did The Recruit, The Bank Job, which is actually one of the better Jason Statham movies.
Yeah, that's probably one of his best.
One of his best
it is,
movies.
yeah.
But along with some other stuff. And Cocktail. So there you go. Interesting filmography.
Wow.
I'll vote for The World's Fastest Indian. It's a good movie.
Yeah, so this is a funny matchup because I've seen about a third of both of these movies. I haven't seen it all, but I've seen parts of it because Memoirs of a Geisha, I remember just going over to a friend's house and like he had I think his dad was like or mom or something like that was like watching. This is when I was like just a teenager, and then they're watching Memoirs of a Geisha, and he's like, "Yeah, we're watching this," and then like about a third of the way through, like we kind of like looked over at each other. Like, you want to like go do something else? This is boring. So we left, and then World's Fastest Indian. I've seen part of it because once upon a time I used to work in the medical field. I was a CNA and I did home health care, and I was taking care of this guy who was paralyzed from the neck down. He was really cool though. This guy named Ed. He was super funny and like just positive and really upbeat. But he's paralyzed because he used to ride motorcycles and he used to own several Indian motorcycles and like Harleys and like stuff. So it's like pretty sad. He ended up having MS, I think. So that's what kind of did it to him over time. He started to lose function of his limbs. But like Like he would always crack jokes, and like his new thing was like collecting like just kind of motorcycle toys and like replica things and stuff. And he had glass cases all over his house. But yeah, if you want to watch this, because he's a big fan of those motorcycles, and I saw part of it while I was on shift because like he'd just be like, sit down and watch this movie with me. We don't need to get to work right away. I'm like, okay. So yeah, but I'll go with the world's fastest Indian. It's way more interesting.
All right.
So
Your New Zealand movie moves on. Malcolm,
Yeah.
there you go. At least through this round. All right. So we're done with that side. Cool. Let's jump to the other side. All right. See what we got. 5. See who else pops up from that we've already seen so far. Seems to be a trend in a lot of these ladder series. We just see the same people pop up over it. See if we get another Kevin Costner movie.
We got just for album movie.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh,
God!
God.
Ugh, Dark Water and Into the Blue. Ugh. Neither. Pass.
Pass.
That's a terrible poster for Into the Blue. It's like,
Yeah, what a
really
dumb
bad
poster.
Photoshop.
It's our
Oh,
second
yeah.
best album movie.
They didn't have any any good alternate. They didn't really have
I
any
know.
other
I'm just the actual poster is pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Oh God, what do we do here?
Ooh.
I mean,
Rest in
basically
peace, Paul Walker. Into the Blue moves on. Let's just skip this one and see which one beats it on the next round. Because
Sure.
Dark Water's a terrible
Yeah.
movie.
I've watched Into the Blue
We
a
did
few
that.
times because you know
second E.G. Levy film.
Into the Blue came out when I was going through puberty, and just for Albert.
Into the Blue, I will say, helped me win a trivia match one time at a bar because it was the subject was color movies, and I remembered Into the Blue. Paul Walker, nobody else did.
well, I mean, Paul Walker at least has like some charisma sometimes, and
Yeah.
is that right?
And there's a direct-to-DVD sequel called Into Blue 2, and
Oh,
I
yeah?
think Josh Brolin's a good bad guy. I'll say that. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Richie, you'll be up first for Cheaper by the Dozen 2 and Fun with Dick and Jane.
This is a good family matchup.
Yeah, I'm just maybe I'm just not the maybe I'm not the target market for the maybe I'm not the target market for these Cheap by the Dozen movies. I know there's another one that came out, was it last year or the year before?
Last year, the reboot of it.
Was it Zach Braff?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of him beyond Scrubs.
I know.
So I don't know. It's just not like I guess I'm probably traumatized by that movie Yours, Mine, and Ours, which hopefully that didn't come out this year. Did it? I don't know. I think it came out.
Yes, it did.
Did it come out 2005?
Yes.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me. All right. Well, you know where I stand on that. Fun, Dick, and Jane have its moments, and you know, Tia Leone and Jim Carrey have good chemistry. It's actually a remake of a older movie, and yeah, it's kind of fun. It's sort of one of Jim Carrey's probably more forgettable movies in his filmography, but it's fun. So I'll go Fun, Dick, and Jane.
Mm-hmm. And I misspoke. I said a good family matchup. This is a family matchup. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. But Brian.
I see both of these. I'll go with Fun with Dick and Jane because of the whole costume sequence they use. Like, see them as sitting in a chair, Blues Brothers sequence with the robbing people. I love that part. I really do enjoy the film. So Fun with Dick and Jane.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah. First off, whatever happened to Tia Leone? Like her last movie that she was in was Terrified, so there hasn't been anything since.
She did.
Apparently she's going to be in that Death of a Unicorn thing. But
she did that TV show, Madam Secretary, for a while.
Yeah.
Maybe she married a billionaire.
Which is funny. My aunt and uncle went to a taping. I think it was like like Stephen Colbert, but also they were doing a taping of Madam Secretary, so they were in the audience for like a scene because they were like doing something with like combining those two shows into one for an episode. It's weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, like I remember watching Shepard by the Dozen movies a lot. Like I quite like Steve Martin as an actor. I think he's great at comedy. But yeah, I used to have a lot of fun with Dick and Jane as well. I think it's a really interesting movie. And yes, I'm gonna go Fun with Dick and Jane.
Yeah. Austin.
So I'll use my time to talk about Adam Shankman's filmography, who directed Cheaper by the Dozen 2, because it's weird. So Adam Shankman starts out with The Wedding Planner with J-Lo and Matthew McConaughey, 2001. Not a great movie. Goes to A Walk to Remember with Mandy Moore. Then the first of Steve Martin movies, Bringing Down the House. The Pacifier, which is a guilty pleasure of mine.
I like that movie. I think it's on. It might be.
It's not
I
bad.
agree.
Not
I like
bad.
Bringing Down the
Again,
House. Kinda.
at least when Vin Diesel was still making interesting, different movies. All right, he does Cheap Brother Dozen 2. He does Hairspray, the John Travolta one. He does Bedtime Stories, the Adam Sandler movie.
Russell Brand shit.
Yes. He does Rock of Ages.
Yeah.
And then jumps for a while all the way to What Men Want.
Well, that came out in 2020.
2019, yeah. And then
2019.
recently Disenchanted, the Disney Plus movie. So weird, random filmography. Having said that, I'll vote for Fun with Dick and Jane.
Yeah, I don't like.
Sorry, given how popular Enchanted was, it's funny how like Disenchanted came out.
That movie just came and went, didn't it?
It did. Came and went. Yeah,
boy, and nobody gave a shit. Like a fart in the wind. Nobody gave a fuck.
Yeah, right. No, I didn't. But yeah. I mean, if it was maybe Cheaper Brother Dozen 1, I would kind of care. But even the sequel, I don't care about. I think that's when they go to like a lake and go camping somewhere or something like that. But and then Fun with Dick and Jane. I don't love it that much, but I like the kind of parody, like the Dick and Jane parody at books, where they like show like Dick and Jane playing with guns on the front porch, or like they show one of the kids cross dressing and he's putting on a skirt and stuff, and then when I was like be quiet, Billy's mom is sleeping. She smells funny. She's like passed out drunk on the couch, like just different stuff like that, But so those are fun, but the Fun with Dick and Jane, it's all right. It's kind of enjoyable. Whereas Cheaper Brother Dozen, I just say is like a fine, just not good, not bad, just okay. Where like Dick and Jane, I get a little enjoyment out of it. I think Jim Carrey always brings it. So yeah, I'll go Fun with Dick and Jane. But Steven?
It's interesting because I kind of have the opposite reaction as far as the Cheaper by the Dozen movies, where I didn't think much of the first one, but the second one's kind of cute. I don't think it's like great or anything, but it was cute. If I remember correctly, I think they have a little bit more screen time for Piper Perabo, if I remember correctly, and I always liked her. But yeah, I'll go with Fun with Dick and Jane. I think it's a funny movie, and you got some funny supporting performances from the likes of Richard Jenkins and Alec Baldwin.
Oh, been a couple of Richard Jenkins movies so far too, by the way.
I know there has been
a couple, yeah.
Yeah, he's in Rumor Has It, and
yeah.
I forgot to mention Cheaper Dozen 2 features Taylor Lautner as one of the characters.
Oh, even better. Anyways, Malcolm, it's a clean sweep.
Yeah, right.
I can also only be so empathetic to these movies where they got lots of kids and be like, oh my god, they're so crazy dealing with these kids. But no one forced you to fuck without a condom.
Yeah, right.
and fun fact, Fun with Dick and Jane is actually a Judd Apatow movie that's 90 minutes.
Well, he didn't direct it though. No, he wrote some movies that are 90. He wrote Heavyweights, and that movie's 90 minutes. Yeah. So I mean, he just can't direct that shit.
All right, the wrestler
moves on, and keep going.
This is like the year of the horrible rom-coms.
Yeah, it's terrible.
What the frick are we doing?
Red Eye moves on.
Red Eye's awesome.
Yeah, sorry, Steven.
Sorry, Steven. Red Eye's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey,
what the frick?
Shit. God damn it.
What is with these terrible rom-coms?
No, this rom-com's good. Stop. This rom-com's good. This is good. This is a good one.
You're 128? Oh.
I love it.
PU.
It's not my 128, but I like this movie. Bro, should I go get my DVD of this movie that I have over there? I actually own this shit.
I mean, it has a John Heater cameo, so
it's not a cameo. He's a full-on supporting character. It's good.
Yeah.
Anyways, no, we'll talk about this one, Brian.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me why it's good.
I love just like Kevin. The chemistry Reese Witherspoon and Mark Ruffalo's great. The whole her as a ghost interacting with Mark Ruffalo's great. John Here's great. The psychic character, medium, and I was going back to it. So just like Kevin.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, I'm not high on Just Like Heaven, but I'm kind of with Austin. I do think it's a good movie. It's definitely not as bad as some of the other rom-coms we've talked about today. I haven't seen Transporter 2, so I'm gonna go Just Like Heaven.
Yeah. Austin.
Dude, this movie's good. I own it. I like Just Like Heaven. It's good. I'm telling you. Like, this movie's good. I don't know what it was. I saw it in the theater. And yeah, like Reese Witherspoon's really likable in this movie. This is the first movie I really just started noticing Mark Ruffalo, and he's a really good leading man here. And yeah, the John Heater stuff is actually pretty solid. He plays just kind of a, sort of a hippie dude who's into like spiritual stuff and kind of guides him on, talking to the ghosts and whatnot. It's solid, man. And the ending kind of gets me every time I watch it. I like it. And just for the fact that I like the first Transporter more than I like the second Transporter, I'll go with Just Like Heaven also.
Also featured Donald Logue as well as his best friend.
Yeah.
It's
a solid movie, man. I'm telling you. It's good.
I mean, I'm not going to say that it's the worst movie. I'm just like, don't like think it's great or anything. Because, I mean, compared to what other rom-coms we have, this is looking like a masterpiece. But, yeah, I mean, also, I'm a John Heater fan. Like, he's kind of like the whoa, dude, kind of like psychic kind of guy. And yeah, I mean, I think it's okay. I'll say that. But the Transporter 2, I think it's fun. I mean, I used a clip on Seen and Heard movie at trivia where he goes flying into the mall like at full speed, and then his car like rolls over on its side and then goes up the escalator. Like, just like whoa, like it's pretty wild. But so like just for stuff like that was a lot of fun. I'll go Transporter 2. I mean, the first one's better, but the second one's still fun. So yeah. But Steven.
First movie you noticed Mark Ruffalo. He did it. I mean, this Just Like Heaven's good, but he did an even better rom-com a year earlier.
I don't see a lot of rom-coms, so I watched this and I liked him. I didn't know who Mark Ruffalo was when I saw this movie. Because I didn't know who he was.
Yeah, because he did the year before this. He did 13 Going on 30.
Mark Ruffalo, by the way, who has a strong chance of winning an Oscar this year because he's great in Poor Things. He's really, really good in that movie.
Damn it! I want to see Poor Things. I tried forever to see
awesome
Poor Things.
In Poor
it's not
Things.
playing anywhere where I live.
So
I can't download it. I can't torrent it. I can't stream it.
I was going to see it like this.
Is he better than the that Julian Oppenheimer?
It's going to be tough, man. I'm telling you, he's giving him some competition. He's good. He's really good in Poor Things. He's really good.
Yeah.
I was going to see Poor Things, but yeah, like I was going to see a double feature, but then I got too tired. So I saw Nick Skull Wins, which is out now. So I don't know why that's getting mixed reviews, by the way. I'm getting shit reviews in America, by the way. But anyway,
3 months ago here, yeah.
It's
kind of
weird. I thought it was fun.
But if anyone has any information on a streaming date for Poor Things, like I want to watch this.
I'm just hearing late January. That's all I'm hearing. It might be on Vudu or something to buy earlier than that. We'll see. I don't know. Sometimes it is.
We just got to see it before our Best of the Year episode. I want to see it.
Jordan, if it pops up to buy on Vudu, I'll buy it for you and you can watch it.
Okay.
Deal.
Sounds good.
Because I'm a good friend.
Because like
and Jordan rips on my Vudu, so he watches a lot of shit on there.
Yeah, well, if you know my story, I'll just tell the really really quick version. I had my Regal app set to the wrong Regal because I was in Boise over Christmas time, and it's playing there because that's a bigger city, but not in my small town. So I bought a ticket for the wrong movie, but it was a with a Regal Unlimited pass, I only had to pay like 53 cents for the processing fee, so I didn't lose too much, so it's fine. But anyways, who's up now?
Oh, I didn't finish voting. I was just saying.
Okay, sure.
But because I'm gonna go with Transporter 2. I don't know if I would say the first one's better. I like the first two pretty much equally.
Yeah,
Transporter 2 for me.
All right,
sounds good.
Richie.
Yeah, I don't mind Just Like Heaven. I think I own this movie as well somewhere. But yeah, and Transporter 2 is probably the last great Transporter movie we've had. Transporter 3 I had a lot of issues with, and less said about Refuel the better. It's Screen or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Screen.
Oh, that movie was horrible. That came out when I worked.
Francis from Deadpool. Yeah, is the Transporter.
Yeah. So yeah. Fuck it, I'll go Just Like Heaven. Why not?
Yeah, no, even Caro's. He's saying like Downey and Ruffalo, yeah, they're going to be the two. I don't know who's going to win for that one. I don't know. So yeah,
Interesting.
I'm telling you, he's Mark Ruffalo steals the movie. He's great.
Nice.
So, what'd you vote for, Richie? I'm sorry, I was looking at Jonathan. Okay, so Just Like Heaven wins 4-2. There you go. All right.
Yeah, 2005 is the year that I worked at a Hollywood Video. If anyone remembers those, and I got to see movies 2 weeks early and get them before they went out. So I have some experience like you, Richie, getting like movies from the video store early and stuff.
Yeah.
We've got Miss Congeniality 2, Armed and Fabulous, and Good Night and Good Luck.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so Malcolm.
Yeah, I don't think I haven't seen Good Night and Good Luck. So I've heard it's good. I definitely do want to check it out at some stage, but I've heard guilty pleasure for Sandra Bullock movies. I think Miss Congeniality 2 is a very fun sequel, so I'm gonna go Miss Congeniality 2.
Yeah. Austin.
I've seen the first Miss Congeniality. I've never seen the second one, although I do know subtitles and it's helped me in trivia, so I do know Armed and Fabulous as a subtitle. Because
What a stupid subtitle.
I'm a stickler for those damn subtitles. But yeah, Good Night and Good Luck's a good movie, and it's about like McCarthyism, and it makes for a good double feature actually with Trumbo, the Bryan Cranston movie, because they're both kind of about very similar time periods and kind of similar things. And yeah, it's really sad. David Strathairn is awesome in that movie, so yeah, I'll give it to Good Night and Good Luck.
Yeah. I have seen Miss Congeniality 2, and that's probably why I'm going to vote for Good Night and Good Luck. I didn't really care for it that much. I really like the first one. I think the first one's great. The second one's it's just like even half. Not even half as good. It's just it's not very good. But I do want to see Good Night and Good Luck, because I think it's something to do with like they're investigating communism, or like some people that are ties to communists, or
it's McCarthy like stuff.
Yeah, McCarthy stuff too, and so yeah, I'd way rather watch that. So I'll go with Good Night and Good Luck.
It's supposed to be another Joseph McCarthy like biopic thing coming out at some point too. At some point we talked about it on the tournament fight. I forget who was playing, and we talked about it. So yeah, I can't remember. But Steven.
Yeah, they were against what McCarthy was doing, not for it.
Yeah.
But I vaguely remember Miss Congeniality too. I don't think it's probably not as good as it should be, considering that it's not only Sandra Bullock but also Regina King, who I've always liked.
Yeah.
I'm actually not that high on Good Night and Good Luck. It's probably my least that I've seen. I mean, I know he's got a couple of movies that not all of George Clooney's directorial efforts have been as well received as others. But I haven't seen the ones that were not well received. But of the ones that I've seen, Good Night and Good Luck is probably my least favorite. It's well made and acted, but I don't know. I just thought it was fine. But I'll still go with Good Night and Good Luck over Miss Congeniality too.
Well, it's highly rated, so
new movie. It's called McCarthy, and it's going to have Michael Shannon. I remember us talking about that briefly. So yeah,
as long as it's not Melissa McCarthy, then we're good. McCarthy.
Yeah.
Just very quickly, I looked up the director of Miss Congeniality 2. His filmography is this. He started off with the Santa Claus.
What's John Paquin?
John Pasquin, yeah.
Pasquin. Okay, because I asked, I had it on the quotes round, so I remember John Paquin. That Brian's the only one who got that correct on the quotes round, by the way.
Yeah, but his career started with the Santa Claus, and he went on to Jungle. Then moved on to Joe Somebody, and then
the fan of Tim Allen.
Yeah, Tim Allen.
And then Miss Congeniality 2, and this was his last movie. He hasn't done anything else since.
Well, he got on the Tim Allen train, and Tim Allen quit making movies. So yeah,
and
lost that.
Miss Congeniality might have killed his career. I don't know this. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen Good Night and Good Luck. I've been hit or miss on George Clooney's directorial work, but I will get around to it. And I've seen Miss Congeniality too. It's not great, but I have a soft spot for the first one. I do like Sandra Bullock movies. I think she's got that charisma that kind of sucks me in. But I'll go Good Night, Good Luck. So it's probably There's no chance it will be less good than Miss Congeniality too. So I'll go Good Night, Good Luck.
Yeah. Brian.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go Miss Congeniality on this one. It's a guilty pleasure for me. I love the Vegas aspect they go to the second film. And I do quite enjoy DJ Bader as the ages cross-dressing person toward the end. So Miss Congeniality too gets my vote.
He's always good, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be 4-2 for Good Night and Good Luck, Malcolm.
Yeah. And actually, I misspoke because he's done a lot of TV stuff. Because he was the main director for Last Man Standing, which also
more Tim Allen.
Yeah, Tim Allen. Wow.
He's his best buddy.
What do you know?
The Crystal Ladder Series.
Stay up against Sahara.
Okay, another Ewan McGregor movie with Stay. God, why does Stay seem so familiar? I swear I've probably seen this movie, but I remember nothing about it.
Chris Tuckman did a whole deep dive on it. Is that
did he? Yeah, I could have sworn.
Very low rated. I'll say that 26% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, and I recognize the director Mark Forrester. Yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah, he did World War Z and Finding Neverland. Okay. But man, yeah, Sahara is weird. It's a weird movie. I get that movie confused with Hidalgo, but
really?
I don't know because they're both like just these deserty movies, and Sahara's
I get it
not
confused
great.
with that movie Flight of the Phoenix for me.
Yeah, all these like desert movies. The last time I saw parts of Sahara was on TV when I was at my parents' house, and it was not great. So I'll probably go with Stay just because it's a little more intriguing. I could have sworn I've seen it, but I remember nothing about it. So I'll go with Stay. I don't know how much to go on.
Yeah, well, I mean, Sahara, they're trapped in the desert with Penelope Cruz. I'd love to be trapped in the desert with her, sure. But and Matthew McConaughey, and I've always been a Steve Zahn fan. He I don't know, he makes me laugh. I think that they're usually pretty good, and he's gotten a better. I can't remember, but I think he's done a couple of dramatic roles too. But I can't remember everything. But
he's in Rescue Dawn.
Oh yeah, he's in Rescue Dawn. Yeah, he's great in that.
And Gemstones too.
Yeah.
Joyride is pretty serious.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Joyride. Yeah, I actually like that with Paul Walker. Yeah, but yeah, and I haven't seen Stay, but Stay does have a great cast. I mean, it's like kind of earlier Ryan Gosling and then Ewan McGregor and then Bob Hoskins is in it, but also Janine Garofalo too. She's like one of the therapists or something. But yeah, I vote for Sahara because I actually had some fun with it. So yeah.
And our third Naomi Watts movie in this bracket, by the way.
Yeah, right. Third one. Jeez. But Steven, what do you say?
I love adventure movies, so I did enjoy Sahara, but I really like Stay a lot. I think it's really intriguing. I mean, the twist at the end is, it's been kind of done a lot, but it's intriguing enough. So I'll go with Stay.
Yeah, sounds good. Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, Sahara's got a decent cast. Should be on those three. Like Rainn Wilson's in it, and also Delroy Lindo. But yeah, I think Chris Tuckman's video gave me a more appreciation for Stay because I thought it was meh the first time I saw it. But yeah, it's just, if you point out the subtle things in the storytelling, and I watched it again at this, yeah, I gained a new appreciation for it. And it's pretty good. And yeah, Sahara wasn't not that good. Yeah, the guy who directed Sahara, that directed The Last Witch Hunter. Not good. So
that was a guilty pleasure for me.
Yeah. He also
like Elijah Wood.
He also directed the Crazy's remake, which is alright. But I'll go Stay.
Well, Mark Forster did a Man Called Otto from this year.
He did. apparently is better than the holdovers if you believe someone.
If you believe
Henry.
a certain confidential person, yeah, around here.
Really?
I can't understand that.
I haven't seen a
logic.
manslaughter.
I don't even get the
either.
comparison, to be honest. But anyway,
No, no.
I guess he thinks that that Tom Hanks and Paul Giamatti's character are both grouchy boomers. I guess I don't know, maybe, but that's all I
Sure.
got. Yeah,
I mean, if you ask Doc Shelton, he does like
sure.
Yeah, right. But Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, Google Sahara came up with 8 different movies featuring named Sahara for some reason. But for this one, I'm gonna go Sahara.
All right.
Yeah, Malcolm.
I mean, I don't know, Henry. I think Henry's confusing with the movie A Called Otto. He just he like tries to think that he didn't finish it, but he totally did.
and I gave him shit for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen Sahara once. I don't really remember it that much. And finally, you mentioned Hidalgo and Flight of the Phoenix. They're both going to be in the 2004 tournament.
Yeah. No, there was a lot of like desert movies. I don't know what it was. Yeah, just desert everywhere. I don't know what the deal was.
But I do quite like Stay, so I'm going to go Stay.
Yeah. All right. So Stay. We'll move on. Yeah.
Stay. We'll move on. It won't stay.
Yeah. There was that movie a few years before this called Four Feathers with Heath Ledger that has like a desert battle scene.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
there's a lot
right.
of desert going on. Yeah, that movie's not great.
Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Red Rabbit up against the Family Stone.
All right.
Okay. All right. All right. Jordan, we'll make it quick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know too much about the Family Stone. It looked like a boring kind of cookie cutter family rom com kind of like I don't know, like maybe it's good. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I mean, if you have like Diane Keaton and Craig T. Nelson and like a lot like Sarah Jessica Parker, I'm just like, oh, like whatever. Or even Dermot Mulroney. Like I don't know.
I feel like we've had like 5 movies in this bracket that are all the same movie. Is that just?
No, I
me?
know they're all the same movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
Another one in here called Rumor Has It. Wasn't this the same movie?
It's all the same movie. I swear.
Yeah, but Wallace and Gromit: The Curse of the Werewolf. It's great. I think it's a lot of fun and yeah, probably the best Wallace and Gromit movie. But I mean, there's a few of them that are good.
And they're bringing out another one. So
yeah. Oh, are they? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Like, I'll look forward to that one because yeah, I actually love the Curse of the Were-Rabbit, so I'll easily vote for that. Yeah.
Okay.
Steven.
I haven't seen Curse of the Were-Rabbit. I thought the Family Stone was great, so I'm gonna go with the Family Stone.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know how you tell these movies apart, Steven.
Yeah, I don't know. They're all the same movie.
All these posters look exactly the same for all these rom-com movies.
But I've seen most of them, so that's how I.
No, I mean fair. I if I were to look at these on a wall, I wouldn't know what was what, like all in a row. I don't know.
I've yet to see a good poster for one of these rom-com movies. They're all terrible. Even the one that you guys like. Just like Heaven has a terrible poster.
Well, even the regular poster is just like Mark Ruffalo and Reese Witherspoon standing in front of like a blue background. It's very boring.
Yeah, it's like odd like faces. They look like they're like really uncomfortable or something.
If it's a good movie, I don't generally care if the poster sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true. But I mean, they could at least try a little.
That's more of a failure in the marketing department than the filmmakers.
Yeah. But Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, I think I unfairly brandished Malcolm with the title of contrarian when I think that should go to Stephen. So sorry, Malcolm.
Like how many Richard McAdam movies have we had? Because it's like the third one or something. Yeah, right.
There you go.
So Zach Shelton points out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I try. I think because Family Stone isn't really like a Christmas movie, so I watched it during Christmas. Yeah, just I can only stand so much like people bickering at each other. I don't know, man. Like as we'll talk about with the worst of, like fucking I had enough of that with robots, and then that ending fucking made me angry. So yeah, I just wasn't a fan of any characters, and I watched Wallace and Gromit when I was a kid, and I love the animation. I love Nick Park's animation style. Even though I was pretty damn disappointed with Chicken Run. That's Dawn of the fucking Nugget.
Really? I didn't see it.
Yeah, something right. But yeah, I'll go. It's not called Dawn of the fucking Nugget, by the way.
Yeah, right. That's what I was gonna say. They should have the fucking Nugget.
So I'll go Wallace and Gromit because the way around it.
But Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, I'll go Wallace and Gromit. I adore the movie a lot. It's been 128, my second favorite film, 2005. One of the main characters for Armin Wallace and Gromit. R.I.P. to Pierce Salas, the original voice of Wallace. Curious how the new guy will do for the next Wallace Gromit film.
Oh dang, yeah.
But yeah, Wallace Gromit, Christopher Rabbit gets a vote.
Yeah.
Malcolm.
But yeah, I mean, like Admin assured us that they haven't run out of clay. There was that worry that they'd run out of clay at one point this year. Or last year now. Yeah. Look, I do like the family story as well. I think it's a charming.
I knew it, Malcolm. I knew you were going to say that. Like I actually like this. Yeah.
But wait, I'm not going to be like.
No,
Steven
forget that.
Info.
We're going to change Steven's name from the Mr. Action guy to Mr. Romcom guy because really he loves all these damn movies.
Yeah, right.
He's a big fan.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those ones like I don't watch it too much because if I want to watch a lot of families bickering, I'll just experience Christmas at my house. But yeah, Wallace and Gromit: Curse of the Red Rabbit is great. And yeah, I'm curious to see what the sequel is going to be and when we're going to get it. But yes, I'm going to vote for Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah. I'm Austin.
I'm definitely
vote for Transporter 2 over Just Like Heaven.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, well, speaking of Just Like Heaven, I'm voting for Wallace and Gromit. But just speaking real quick, Just Like Heaven. So the premise, if you haven't seen it, is that Reese Witherspoon dies, and she's a ghost, and Mark Ruffalo is trying to help her out and trying to figure out what the hell's going on, and they kind of fall for each other in the meantime, right? Tell me if you would get any of that indication from this poster.
Yeah, right.
No, because it doesn't look like a. There's no.
Mark Ruffalo looks so uncomfortable right there. He's just awkward.
It doesn't even look like. It looks like they photoshopped Mark Ruffalo's face.
No, they photoshopped both of them on there. Yeah, it's just again, you could do something cool with her as a ghost or peeking behind him or something. Do something. That's boring. That just looks like every other rom-com.
Yeah,
do something.
She's not dead. She's just in a coma.
Yeah, or Just Like Heaven just sounds like it could just be our romance is just like heaven, it's boring. It's just jeez. Anyways,
so basically, Just Like Heaven is the reverse of While You Were Sleeping.
Yeah, right.
Basically, yeah.
Wasn't the fact that she's kind of a ghost or in a coma a plot twist? They don't want to spoil or something.
No, she's actually she's dead. She's dead, I think, or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's she's in a coma.
Oh yeah, kind of like that, whatever. But yeah, then she wakes up and she doesn't remember him at all, or whatever. I don't know. It's a thing.
But has everyone voted?
Yeah, it's Wallace and Gromit. Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's one of those ones trying to find interesting posters for rom-coms, especially rom-coms of this era, is really hard because
they're all the same.
Yeah, right.
But anyway, we've got Crash up against Transamerica.
Okay. Steven.
Haven't seen Transamerica, and I was actually one of the few people that wasn't pissed about Crash winning Best Picture.
Yeah.
So Crash.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see if our Best Picture can do anything. They usually don't, but
yeah.
Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, I'll give. I'll give some credit to Transamerica for a bit more daring in 2005 when we're a bit more, even less accepting probably back then of certain movies back then, when that came out. It's just Felicity Huffman, right?
Yeah, Felicity Huffman.
Yeah.
Was she the one that got caught up in that the university scandal?
That whole the tuition thing. Yeah.
What's her name from Full House? Aunt Becky.
Yeah. So Oh, and yeah, and Crash just felt like, hey, we're tackling racism. We're awesome guys, and just had no depth to it. I don't know, just like there were so many better movies that came out that year. So I don't know. Just to pick him. I actually haven't seen. I've seen Crash, I guess. So I actually haven't seen Transamerica, but I've seen Crash. So I'll go Crash. Not highly.
Yeah. Well, out of all the 2006 Best Picture nominees, the Crash seems like the best one to me. That would be the most like Jordan type of movie. I don't know.
Munich's really good.
Yeah, I've seen like a little bit.
Munich's overrated. Munich's boring.
Wow.
I'm not a big fan of it. Yeah, that movie bored the shit out of me last time I watched it like a year ago. Just didn't work.
I didn't like Brokeback Mountain, and Capote looks boring.
War of the Worlds is the better Spielberg movie from this year, in my opinion.
I haven't seen Good Night and Good Luck, so but Brian, what do you say?
Haven't seen either one. I'll go with Crash because of Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, Malcolm.
Yeah, honestly, I think Crash gets overhated because it won Best Picture. Like it's. I mean, it's honestly not that bad of a movie. And we'll probably get to a different Crash in the 90s. But yeah, I watched it for the first time when we did Brendan Fraser movies on Rankin last year. And yeah, it's a pretty good movie. I like it. I think it just gets a lot of hate because it won over like Brokeback Mountain and stuff like that. Because if it was me, I probably would have gone Brokeback Mountain personally. But yeah, I'm gonna vote Crash.
And also, Crash has both versions of the roadie character from the MCU. It's got Terrence Howard and Don Cheadle together in a movie. Yeah. But Austin.
Yeah, I haven't seen Transamerica. I'm kind of like everybody else. Yeah, Crash is fine. I don't like hate it, but I would have put something like V for Vendetta in instead. I don't know.
V for Vendetta came out the year after that.
2005.
Yeah,
I don't know. Well, whatever. It's a better movie. Regardless, I could probably find something better. The Kingdom of Heaven come out there. It's a better movie. So yeah, Crash. I'll go with Crash here by default. At least the Best Picture winner will get out of the first round this time. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, and
no, Jordan's.
And I haven't seen Transamerica. I don't know. It's whatever. But Crash has at least like 11 people that I really like as actors in it, and I haven't seen it, but I mean, yeah, like it's really solid. I won't read them all off, but just like look it up. It's got a stacked cast, and yeah, I'll go.
Walk the Line. That's a better movie that should have been nominated. That's a better movie. There you go.
That is an Oscar bait, what people would describe as Oscar bait kind of movie.
It's still better than some of the movies in the pool.
I mean,
I don't necessarily consider that a bad word.
I mean, I was surprised that Walk the Line wasn't nominated for Best Picture because it was like nominated everywhere else.
Yeah, I don't know. 2005 was like kind of a weak year for Oscar-worthy movies, So.
Yeah, it had some good stuff, mainstream stuff. Yeah,
but how do you nominate it for everything else, but not Best Picture? Like, what's the criteria? Like, hey, yeah, we think you're good at this, but just an overall movie, no.
Well, I mean, it's well that all the ones that was nominated in Best Picture were also nominated in Best Director, though. So I mean, there's that.
Yeah. Well, they had way too many rom-coms that year. So they had
just not enough room for anything else in the theaters. Yeah.
No. But
all right, Crash moves on. All right.
Yeah, I will say I haven't seen Transamerica, but from what I can read from the synopsis, I don't think it'll be a Jordan movie.
Probably not.
Hitch versus Shop Girl.
All right. Richie.
I totally forgot Shop Girl existed. I'm like, Steve Martin.
I remembered it, but I didn't remember it was this year. Yeah.
Watch Ken Knapsack. Like he loves Shop Girl. Like he went on about Shop Girl.
I do vaguely remember that now, but yeah, I think Hitch is like one decent. Like if you can think of like a couple of decent James movies, there's only a few of them because he chooses really bad roles. This is one of them. He's a good supporting role here. And I think Will Smith is charming here. Eva Mendes. God, she's there. She's something in this movie. Yeah.
Sorry, I was a little luck on the draw there.
Oh, there you go.
There
Yeah,
you go.
there you go.
Yeah.
I can honestly say the same for Claire Danes.
Oh, Claire Danes. Yeah. And she,
And
Yeah.
also Brigitte Nielsen's in Shotgun. She's that too.
Yeah. Nice.
yeah. Huh. Funny. Yeah, but anyway, I'll just go. I'll go Hitch. Because at least I remember that coming out that year.
Right.
Sure. Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, this is interesting. Shotgun really was advocating for it to be on there because I quite enjoy the film, especially with Steve Martin there. And I do quite enjoy Hitch. It's great. One of the best Kevin James' performances. So if you ask me again, it'll change them. I'll go with Shot Girl.
Okay.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Shot Girl. But yeah, I think Hitch is a great movie. I do think it's probably Kevin James' best movie. Maybe one day there'll be a ranking for him this year. Who knows? I don't know if he's got a movie coming out this year or not, but I'm gonna go Hitch.
Yeah. Austin.
I'm gonna go Hitch, and I'll highlight director Andy Tennett's filmography, starting with the illustrious 1995 Olsen twins movie "It Takes Two," which I had on VHS.
I remember having on VHS too. My
Same here. I think I had it on VHS.
I had a Blockbuster used VHS of that movie.
My sister loved the Olsen twins, and they even had the PlayStation games. Do you know?
Oh yeah, we had all those videos.
They had a
growing up.
PlayStation game.
Yeah, they had a few.
They had Game Boy games, they had everything. Oh yeah. Go to Fools Rush In with Matthew Perry, rest in peace. Ever After, which my sister had on VHS and watched incessantly, so I hate that movie. Oh my God, all the damn time. Anna and the King from '99. Sweet Home Alabama, which I watched on a Greyhound bus.
I actually don't mind the movie at all. I like that movie.
It's not bad.
That movie is weird.
Go to Hitch, then you get into Fool's Gold, which is a bad movie. The Bounty Hunter with Gerard Butler.
And
then most recently from 2020, The Secret, Dare to Dream, based on a book.
It is a horrible filmography. That is god awful. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a weird filmography. Another one. So, but I'm voting for Hitch.
Yeah, it's just kind of interesting. Like, I like Hitch. Like, I don't know. Like, it's a movie that my sister, like, that might be her favorite rom-com. She watched that movie over and over and over and over again, and to the point where it's like I've seen it so many freaking times. I'm like, I get kind of sick of it. But I've never seen Shop Girl. But it intrigues me, and like I just like there's some video where Ken Knapsack was talking about his favorite movies, and Shop Girl was one of them. So I mean, it has to be at least like decent. But I haven't seen it, so by default I got to go Hitch. But I'm not like over the moon about it.
Yeah, Steven.
Shop Girl is a movie I did want to see because of how much I do like Steve Martin and Claire Danes. But I haven't seen it. So yeah, Hitch is really funny. But then once Kevin James hooked up with Adam Sandler, I mean that was kind of like the end of his career.
They hooked up, yeah.
Well, and now production Chuck Larry, they almost did.
Yeah, right. Yeah, true.
Literally, yes.
They hooked
it's the
up.
circle.
Yeah.
It's the circle. Hitch wins, Malcolm. So we can move on. All right.
But just quickly, the director of Shop Girls doesn't have that great of a filmography either.
Yeah, I was just about to look it up. It was like Leap Year, which is a bad movie.
A movie called Red Riding Year, the Year of Our Lord 1983, which came out in 2009. He had a movie that came out last year called The Critic.
The Critic,
And When Did You Last See Your Fathers? Is another one.
Yeah.
So,
Weird.
yeah.
Who's the other guy on the Shop Girl poster? Is
Those
that
are
the dude
movies
from
I've never heard of.
Big Bang? Is that dude from Big Bang
I
Theory?
think
That's Adam Arkin.
I thought it was Schwarzman.
Oh yeah.
Well, Adam Arkin's in the movie though. I thought that was him for a second. Okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Casanova.
Jason Schwartzman.
What the hell is Casanova?
It's a Heath Ledger movie.
It's
Okay,
a
Ringer moves
period
on.
piece.
Ringer moves on because I don't even know what that is. Yeah.
Yeah, Casanova is based on like a famous womanizer guy that was back in the period piece.
Oh, yeah,
multiple
it's bad.
Heath Ledger movies in 2005. Yeah,
the Ring is a guilty pleasure that couldn't be literally couldn't be made today. The Ring.
yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, the Ringer's funny though. Like my favorite part of it
Where the fuck do we get ice cream?
Yeah, but when the fuck do we get ice cream? Yeah, that's
because that was an ad-lib line, and
yeah.
So Corpse Bride, are we there yet? Corpse Bride moves on. It's a much better movie. Yeah, are we there yet? Sucks. Those movies are annoying.
And they made a TV series. Are we there yet?
Madagascar, the first one.
And Electra.
All right, so Madagascar moves on.
No, Steven loves Electra. You got to wait on this one.
All right.
I would say I love Electra, but I enjoyed it.
We'll vote on this one real quick. Brian, we'll go quick.
He's just a Jennifer Garner fan, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll let them move it. Madagascar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to move it to the next round already, Madagascar.
Well, I'm just saying somebody maybe have a guilty pleasure of Electra. I don't know. I not me. Like that movie's bad, but
he's coming back with Deadpool 3.
I was gonna look up who directed it. It's Rob Bowman, who did Reign of Fire, the X-Files movie.
Well, yeah, because he also directed a lot of the X-Files episodes, I think.
Right. So So the movie career wasn't so hot. Okay. It pretty much began and ended with Reign of Fire and Electra. Okay, great.
And the X-Files is coming back this year for more episodes. Oh joy! Because I was a huge X-Files fan, but like none of their revivals have been good.
The revivals were beyond horrible.
They
destroyed that show's mythology for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but no, I'm voting for Madagascar. I like those movies. So, Jordan.
Yeah, I'll go with Honey Sugar Iced Tea. That's one of my like low key Chris Rock lines I kind of like. So yeah, I'll go with Madagascar.
Yeah.
Steven?
I mean, Electra is a guilty pleasure, so yes, I'm gonna vote for it. But
see, I told you. But
yeah,
this is still kind of. We could have moved on. It would have been fine.
I wanted to give you your chance, Steven. You know what I mean? Because I can be a nice guy sometimes.
Oh yeah, the Mickey Mouse trailer's out.
We skipped over one of my favorite movies of the year. I didn't need. I didn't necessarily need this one.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we can entertain. This has been the whole stream so far. We're entertaining debate because of Steven's tastes, and yeah, I know about the Mickey Mouse trailer. I've seen it to Austin. I watched it.
Oh, yeah. I haven't
seen it yet, but
it's around. Surprisingly enough, Richie, it's not a Jagged Edge production, which I told John, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm surprised it's not the same company." Well, Winnie the Pooh. It's not.
I know. Yeah.
Although apparently the people that did the Winnie the Pooh movie has announced that he's doing a Mickey Mouse one already as well.
Oh no, he just said the sequel of Winnie the Pooh, they might just shoehorn Mickey Mouse into it. No. So
yeah. We'll get to it when you do the list of. I didn't put Blood and Honey on my list.
I didn't either. I didn't think it was I saw that
people have Blood and Honey on the list. I just think it's a bit of a cop out because it's meant to be. What were you expecting?
I saw it with the audience, and we had a decent time with it. Not the greatest movie, but we had an okay time.
I saw it in theaters, and the only thing I really liked was the girl in the hot tub was one of the hottest freaking girls. I'm like, who is that? like she's freaking hottest.
I still have to watch it, but I actually own it on DVD.
Oh wow! I didn't go that far.
Oh nice.
I mean, I haven't seen it. I wanted to watch it. It's like, fuck it, I'll blind buy it.
I already gave Jagged Edge like $13. I'm not giving him another $13.
Whoa, Malcolm! Whoa! That's too far, Malcolm. Too far.
All right.
But I'm going Madagascar.
Madagascar.
I'm just putting in time because.
It's all good. Serenity.
The Criterion Collection.
Okay.
You can make the word rent out of Serenity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. An anagram.
I like
anagrams. Malcolm.
I'm like, I wasn't that high on Serenity. I think I watched it before I even knew it was essentially a sequel to a TV series. But yeah, I mean, I've since seen the TV series. It's fine. But yeah, I watched Rent for the first time. I watched it for something. I can't remember what it was now, but I really enjoyed it. I did really like Rent, so I'm gonna go Rent.
Mm.
And also, it's the second Rosario Dawson movie because she's in Rent and Sin City. So,
Mhm.
yeah, but Austin,
Fun fact: I've fallen asleep 3 times trying to watch Serenity. So,
really?
yeah, it's like Blade Runner, I guess, for the 2000s. Yeah, I watched half of Firefly. Didn't get the hype about it. I mean, I get why people like it, I guess, but it wasn't for me. And yeah, the movie apparently is not for me either. But then again, I'm not a musical guy, so I haven't seen Rent, and I don't care to see Rent. So I guess I'll give a pity vote to Serenity just because, Nathan Fillion, cool. All right.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Jordan.
Well, funny enough, I've met most of the cast of Serenity. I've met Nathan Fillion, Summer Glau. I met Marina Baccarin. I met Adam Baldwin, Alan Tudyk. So, yeah, so it's a good chunk of the cast. I think one of the conventions that I went to this tried to get like the whole cast almost. So, but and I mean, I think Serenity's good just because I like all those actors. But I remember like this girl I was dating once, she dragged me to some kind of like Firefly watch along party where they're watching episodes, and I had no idea what Firefly was, and they were all geeking out. I'm like, what is this? And I felt really awkward. I'm like, I don't like this. Like, can we leave? Like, I don't really like any of this. I don't know these people, and I don't know the show. So, but like it did grow on me over time, and I haven't seen this version of Rent, and yeah, I mean, for the cast, I'll vote for Serenity because I like all the cast. So, but Steven, what do you say?
Yeah, so I haven't actually liked any of Joss Whedon's TV shows. I mean, I know people love Buffy and Angel, but I didn't like those shows.
Oh, like Buffy, where all the vampires look like the same person. Yeah, it's weird.
And I didn't care for and Firefly always came off as kind of cheap and cheesy to me as well. So I started watching Serenity. I didn't see the whole thing. I only saw maybe like 20 minutes of it. I didn't expect to like it, and what I saw was surprisingly enjoyable. It's like this is better than the TV show for sure for me. So I'll give a vote for Serenity.
He aims to misbehave. That's like one of his catchphrases. Yeah. But Richie.
Yeah, I like Firefly, and I like Serenity. Yeah, I don't mind Joss Whedon as a TV shows. Yeah, but I thought Buffy, Buffy was my introduction to a few, like Michelle Trachtenberg, who, might have still have a crush on to this day.
Yeah,
not in much stuff. And Alison Hannigan.
For me, yeah, I was gonna say Allison Hannigan. Yeah, for me.
Although I first saw in American Pie. But yeah, Rent I haven't seen. I'm not a musical guy either, so I probably won't get around to it unless like it happens to, magically be on or something, or I'm made to watch it if I, dating someone who likes musicals or something. I don't know. I'm just creating a scenario where that I might watch it. But yeah,
Well, I've done that. I dated someone who liked musicals. I saw a lot I didn't care for.
Yeah, so I'll go Serenity.
Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a Seinfeld episode. Serenity now. So Serenity.
Yeah, Serenity now. Malcolm, what do you got?
I started. I think.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. You were first. Okay, so
Yeah.
I think it's Serenity then.
It's still better than 2019 Serenity. I'll just say that.
Jesus.
What is that? That 2019?
2019.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see that. What is with these like generic rom-coms? There's another one.
You're muted, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was muting myself because my roommate was walking the dog and he was getting loud. Sorry. No, I was just gonna say the same thing. There's another goddamn rom-com poster that looks like every other rom-com poster.
Yeah, this one's.
Wow, this is a terrible round.
This round pass.
Yeah, Jesus. Oh God.
Just pass through Triple X.
Triple X. Why not? Yeah, it'll lose to
Sure.
Hilary Duff. Remember when she was a big thing?
Yeah, for like 3 years. Yeah.
Or Heather Locklear trying to bring her back and make her relevant again.
Oh, the sequel,
the
the Zorro
Legend of
sequel.
Four Brothers. Move on.
Four Brothers moves on.
Yeah.
Four Brothers,
I
better
like
movie.
I like Legend of Zorro.
I'll
Actually,
coach
That
you,
movie's
dude.
not as good as that. All right.
I don't care. I don't care about either one. I've never seen Four Brothers.
We're trying to let Richie vote for some speed rounders where he has to go.
Four Brothers was really good.
Four Brothers is a good movie. Yeah, to hold up. Yeah.
Is it good? I'll have to check it out. I'm
Yeah,
not a
it's
big
good.
Tyrese fan, so
He's fine in that movie. He's not doing Fast and Furious Tyrese. He's fine.
okay.
The winners. These move
So
on to the
speedy round time, how it works, 10 seconds or less. You guys know the drill. Let's band out. But
Yeah.
Malcolm will
Let's go
need to
fast.
Malcolm will need to write down after these matches to his Sweet 16. So he's got to
Yep.
give him a second to jot those down as we get going because he's got to
Yeah.
jot them down. But all the winners of this, we'll survive to Friday. So there you go. So I'll go first. Unleashed and Waiting. I'll take Waiting. Jordan.
Yeah. If I would have had more time, I would have watched Unleashed. It was on my watch list, but I'll go with Waiting. Steven?
Unleashed.
All right. Richie.
Waiting.
Brian.
The office space of restaurants waiting.
And
Yep.
Malcolm.
Racing.
And Waiting. All right. So 5-1 for Waiting.
Yeah.
So Waiting makes another bracket. There you go. All right. Devil's
Devil
Rejects.
up against Fuck.
Fuck. Oh, there's a lot of fuck. Hey, I will say there's a lot of fucks in the Devil's Rejects.
Yeah, right.
So, quite a few, actually. Jordan.
I mean, I think the Devil's Rejects is decent. So yeah, and I haven't seen the other one, so I'll just go the Devil's.
What was the other one called?
It's called Fudge the Moon. No,
No.
F*CK.
Mhm.
Steven.
I'll go with even though I haven't seen it, I'll go with fuck.
Okay.
Richie.
I'll go fuck.
Yeah. Brian.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Come on, you need another panel for Devil's Rejects for Friday. God damn it.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
So I can get a different panel and maybe likes that movie. Jesus. Malcolm.
I just haven't seen Devil's Rejects. Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
He voted for fuck. Yeah,
Oh, fuck. Because I was going to say Tutti
Yeah, I
Frutti
voted for
Frutti. God damn it. All right. Well, I would have voted for Devil's Rejects. Shit.
I rarely vote for a movie I haven't seen unless it's going to get something really bad.
Well, all of you know what?
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Yeah, all of you. All right. History of Violence. Oh, it's got. Oh shit. Oh, damn it. I want both of these to move on. Oh, damn it. Steven.
This is actually kind of tough, but I'm gonna go with the History of Violence.
Yeah. Richie.
I'll make it interesting. Sky High.
Yep. Brian.
Sky High, please.
Yep. You're the thing polite of you.
Yeah, right. Malcolm.
Sky High.
Yep.
Please.
Hey,
Austin.
why couldn't one? Why can't we have both of these go on instead of fuck? I
know.
These are both good. Sky High. Someone 128.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw Sky High recently, so yeah, I'll go with Sky High, which I don't know if Mike Mitchell's done a lot since then. He's done only a couple of things, but
Yeah.
Sky High.
I believe he's done a lot. I believe he's doing Kung Fu Panda 4 stuff. He's done a lot of animated.
Yeah, he is. He
Oh,
is.
animated stuff,
okay.
yeah.
Because I played the filmography game with him because his first movie he directed was Juice Bigelow, Male Gigolo.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, and he did a bunch of family movies. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Sin
Sin City and Sweeney Todd. All right, Richie.
Sim City.
Okay. Yeah, Brian.
Brian.
Three Todd.
Mhm.
Malcolm.
Sweeney Todd.
Sin City.
I'll go Sin City. Steven?
Sin City.
All right,
Yeah.
42 for Sin City.
Sorry, Jacob.
Sorry, Jacob. It lasted a couple of
All
tournaments,
right.
though. It did all right. It lasted a few tournaments.
Well, I asked him if he wanted to be on the show tonight. He's doing his own show on his own channel. So
Well, that's what you get for trying to be
Yeah.
creative. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
that's what
But
you
this
do.
week, Todd might have success to join that tournament, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah. No, Johnny Depp, yeah, it'll be back for that in another week and a half. So it'll be
Got
back.
King Kong up against the Upside of Anger.
All right. Brian.
King Kong ain't got nothing on me, King Kong.
Yeah.
That'll be in the 2001 tournament.
Malcolm.
I haven't seen Upside of Anger, so King Kong.
Ditto to what Malcolm said.
And ditto to what both of you said. Steven.
You know what? Just so that's not a complete shutout, I'll go with
Of
Upside
course,
Down.
the pity votes from
You
Steven.
don't need to do that. You can have things in shutouts, mate. Anyway.
Yeah.
Upside Down deserves
down.
at least one
Yeah,
vote.
King Kong. I would have said King Kong. Anyway.
Oh, so
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Richie.
I know Richie would have voted for King Kong. I know Richie.
Yeah.
I can usually predict what he's going to vote for. Usually.
Wedding
Wedding
Crashers up
Crashers.
against
Move
White
on.
Noise.
Wedding Crashers.
So what
Moving on.
Yep.
Yep.
Aw.
Any objection? White Noise is not good.
Give me a minute to try it down.
Yeah, I know that's fine. I got you. But yeah, we're gonna move through Wedding Crashers. All right. What we got in her shoes? God, look at those! Look at those posters. See, at least Just
I know.
Friends has the
What is
goofy
this?
poster, like with the
Yeah.
fat suit, at least.
least.
Malcolm.
Just Friends.
Yeah, I'll go Just Friends.
Yeah, Just Friends. Steven?
I'm not particularly passionate about either, so whatever. I'll go with Just Friends.
Yeah. Richie?
Just Friends.
Yep. And Brian?
Just Friends.
All right, Just Friends. Final 16 on this side. The Island.
Right.
World's Fastest Indian.
Ooh.
But first, The Island. I love that movie. Jordan.
Yeah, I'll go with The Island. Steven?
Since I've seen it, sure, whatever. The Island.
Yeah.
It's a good movie, man.
Yeah, it is good. Yeah. Richie?
I'll go the world's fastest Indian.
Yeah. Brian?
The Island.
Okay.
Yep. And Malcolm?
World's Fastest Indian.
Oh, he tried. But
be
no, I genuinely like the Island, Malcolm. I really, really like it.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
I was just hoping there's going to be someone that's going to send it to a tie.
Oh,
No, I tried. I helped you.
The Island
Yeah.
reminds me of there's an episode of Black Mirror. It's one of the first ones they ever made. That's like about them living underground and like trying to get out of there, and it's kind of that's pretty interesting. It's got some island vibes.
Yeah.
Into the Blue up against Fun of
Oh,
Cooking.
Jesus.
Jordan.
Just said that loud.
Oh, what are we doing? Fun with Dick and Jane.
Yeah.
It's more entertaining, but it's like the one that's like not very entertaining, or just the Alba in a string bikini. Which one?
Mm-hmm. You could say this match is a whole.
What a predicament.
Yeah, right. Steven.
Fun with Dick and Jane.
All right.
Yep. Richie.
Into the Blue because it got me through puberty.
Yeah, right. Brian.
Dick and Jane.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Fun of Dick and Jane.
Yep. And Austin.
Well, Fun with My Dick got me through puberty. Fun with Dick and Jane.
The Wrestler up against.
Speaking of puberty.
Yeah, right.
Oh, man, look at Mickey Rourke. No. All right. Well, let's see if the wrestler can hold on to yet another tournament. We'll find out. Steven.
Didn't Red Eye beat Elizabethtown? Justice for
Oh,
Elizabethtown.
yeah. That's right. You love Elizabethtown.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Justice for Elizabethtown, the wrestler.
Sure. Richie.
I have no allegiance. I have no allegiances to a mid Cameron Crowe movie. So and Red Eye is good, but it's not the wrestler. So the wrestler.
Yeah. Brian.
Red Eye.
Yeah. Malcolm.
I mean, I forgot to mention when we were talking about it last. Red Eye has Cillian Murphy, who's in line to be nominated this year as well.
Oh, yeah.
But the
Yeah,
rest
yeah. Yep.
Wrestling.
Austin.
I'll keep it interesting. Go Red Eye.
Yeah. Sorry, Wes Craven. I think Darrenovsky beats you here, so I'll go with the wrestler.
All right. So the wrestler will at least hold on to Friday.
Yeah.
We'll see if they can make another yearly tournament on Friday.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm very high on wrestling movies after seeing the Iron Claw. That was really good.
Yeah.
just like Kevin up against Good Night and Good Luck.
Okay. Richie.
Haven't seen Goodnight Deluxe, so just like it.
Brian.
Just like Evan.
Malcolm.
Just like Kevin.
Yeah. Austin.
Just like heaven.
Yeah, we traded one Photoshop poster for another, so we'll go just like heaven.
Yeah.
Steven.
Yeah, just like heaven. Sure.
So,
there you go. Nice.
So that's it. Just goodbye and good luck. I remember saying good luck.
Yeah.
Right. There's no pity vote, Steven. I thought you were gonna have a pity vote.
Remember, he said good night and good luck. He wasn't that high on it, so yeah.
Yeah.
It's competent. Just that's it.
Yeah.
It's competently shot and filmed.
It's a movie that exists in the
movie. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Movie. Of all the movies that came out in 2005, that was one of them.
Yeah, that was one of them. Yeah.
Stay and
Stay
Wallace
up
and Gromit.
Wallace and Gromit.
Brian.
Wallace and Gromit.
Malcolm.
Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah, I'll take Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah, I feel like Wallace and Gromit has a chance to go maybe pretty far in this. So I'll go Wallace and Gromit. Steven.
I'll go with Stay.
Yeah. Richie.
I gotta stay.
I feel like that's something you would tell Gromit.
Yeah. Stay. Yeah.
Anyways, Wallace and Gromit moves on.
Yep.
All right.
Malcolm writes them down.
Malcolm's got to write out that whole title.
Yeah.
I put enough so I remember what it is.
Rabbit.
Yeah.
Crash and Hitch.
Oh, two movies that were probably in our 2000s one-word title tournament. Or tier rank.
Yeah,
Malcolm?
probably.
Yeah.
Just slightly, I'm gonna go Crash.
Just so maybe it doesn't get knocked out immediately like they always do, I'll say Crash for the Best Picture winner.
Yeah, there was a time I really liked Hitch, and then I saw it like 80 times because my sister watched it on a repeat. So, Crash. Steven.
Wow, I didn't expect Crash to win, but with my vote, I guess Crash.
It'll at least hang on for
There you
Friday.
go.
It won't get knocked out of the first bracket that it's in, like all the other
I'd be the
Best Picture
first
winners.
Best Picture winner to make it to
hang
for
on
a while.
to a championship
That's,
episode. Yeah.
that's funny that Crash is the one Best
It's
Picture
the
winner.
one. Yeah, it's like the least deserving one of all.
Well,
of them,
I mean,
yeah.
No Country for Old Men hung on for a few tournaments.
I know we had stuff like 12 Years a Slave get bumped out. You know, like
Yeah.
you had like other wild movies. Richie
I
would have
voted
voted for it.
Yeah.
I vote either.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just find it funny. Both Crash and Hitch are synonyms for staying somewhere. So stay. Can I crash you?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but I would have gone Hitch.
Okay. Brian probably would have gone Hitch as
I'm gonna go
well.
Hitch as well.
But it still would have been 4-2 for Crash, so Crash won. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
I
you
just
go.
lost track of who had voted.
Oh, it's all good.
Oh.
The Ringer and
Bride,
Corpse
I think so.
Bride. All right, two we didn't talk about last time. Me first. Yeah, I haven't gone back to The Ringer. I have a feeling, it would not hold up very well. I'm kind of afraid to.
Hold up too much. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go Corpse Bride because it probably holds up better than The Ringer does.
You mean the guy who pretends to be mentally disabled to get into the special?
Yeah,
Yeah.
2005 probably doesn't look very good nowadays. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, hey, I'm not above doing those impersonations. Like, you scratched my CD. You picked it up in clear daylight and you scratched it. So yeah, and I don't mind doing that because like a good family friend that lives a few houses down, they have a son with Down syndrome, but he's really awesome though. Like, we hang out with him all the time. But yeah, so I'll go The Ringer.
My best friend is black. That's all good.
Good for you. Yeah, but Steven.
So maybe The Ringer does have some offensive stuff in it, but it's not like, I mean, the characters that he stays with, they see through him right away.
Yeah.
So it's not as bad as people make it out to be. I'm going with The Ringer.
And also, they got approval from the Special Olympics before they did all that. So yeah. But Richie,
My best friend is black. He won't let me hang out with him, but he's
yeah.
I'll go The Ringer as well. Probably. Why not?
All right.
Not my best friend. He's my neighbor, guys. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But Brian.
Kids really high. Are they NSYNC or something? I see playground everywhere I go.
Yeah, right. Everywhere I go, yeah.
Nothing.
Malcolm.
I just think The Ringer is unfunny. Caught prize.
Okay, sure.
Well, sorry, Jacob. We knocked out 2 Tim Burton movies in this bracket. Sorry.
The Ringer. They should be more offended by that.
Yeah, right. I'll tell Jacob that immediately.
And Malcolm, you're not a fan of like Jackass and Johnny Knoxville and that. So
Yeah.
I can kind of see why you're not. It's not the vibe.
Oh, it's nothing to do with Johnny Knoxville. I just don't think it's funny. I think
Okay, yeah, sure.
because I saw The Ring before even knew what Jackass is. So,
Okay, nice.
Mhm.
Well, there you go.
Madagascar.
Madagascar.
Serenity. Oh, 2 more one-word titles from the 2000s. All right.
Yeah.
Jordan.
I'll go Serenity. I'm not that high on the Madagascar movies, so I'll go Serenity. Steven.
Serenity.
Richie.
Madagascar.
Brian.
Oh hell, the New York Giants, Madagascar.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Madagascar.
Yep. And Austin.
I've stayed awake through Madagascar several times, so Madagascar.
Sure. It's Madagascar.
Yeah, I was actually waiting until someone said it because I didn't want to move it forward.
Yeah, 42
Okay.
from Madagascar.
Yeah.
Good.
But fun fact, apparently The Ringer took about 7 years to get made due to its subject.
Yeah.
All right, 4 Brothers wins because State of the
Four
Union
Brothers
sucks.
win that.
Sure.
All right.
I've never seen it, so sure.
It's not great. Yeah. Did Rob Cohen do that one too, or it's somebody else, right?
Oh, State of the Union, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I've seen State of the Union. I just haven't seen Four Brothers.
Oh, Four Brothers is good. Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lee Tamahori, that sounds familiar.
Oh, yeah, he directed one of the Bond movies.
Oh, he did one of Malcolm's favorite
Really?
movies. Once We're Warriors.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
movie. But he directed one of the Bond movies. I think one of the Pierce Brosnan Bond movies.
Yeah, Lee
Die
Tamahori
Another
did.
Day, I think.
He did Die Another Day. He did Along Came a Spider, which is good. Did The Edge, which is good. Yeah, he did
Yeah,
Once
Did the
We're
worst
Warriors.
Pierce Brosnan
Malcolm-
one, Die Another
Yeah,
Day.
he kind of went downhill, starting with Die Another Day, then Triple X City, and then Next, the Nick Cage movie, which is a bad movie also. Oof. All right, so
Yeah.
it took a little turn in the 2000s. All right. Okay, so Malcolm's got his Sweet 16 for Friday's episodes, and now it's kind of just anything goes to see what wins part 1 here. So we got a lot of fresh movies here. We could have a new winner. So
Yeah.
we'll start with Steven. What we got? Waiting and Fuck, which could have been the Devil's Rejects,
Yeah.
but y'all decided, to go with the documentary.
Yeah.
All right. It's all good. Steven.
Waiting.
Okay. Richie.
Richie.
Waiting to fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Waiting.
Yeah. Brian.
This is the Dane Cook match I'm talking about. I'm waiting, so waiting.
Yeah, right. It's like low key kind of, but Malcolm.
Rating to Fuck will be the next sequel to Rating. I'm
Mhm.
calling it
Yeah.
down. But I'm going to go Rating.
Yeah, it'll be the third one or whatever. Yeah.
Man, fuck
awesome.
Waiting. I want to vote already for Waiting. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll vote for Waiting.
All right.
What's that play? Waiting for Godot. Waiting to fuck Godot.
Yeah.
High up against Sin City.
All right.
Okay.
Sky High Sin City. Richie.
Sky High.
Okay. Brian.
Sky High, baby.
Malcolm.
Malcolm.
This is actually a lot tougher for me.
Same.
Just slightly, I'm going to go Sin City.
Yep. Austin.
Movie to my 128. Sky High.
I've only seen Sky High once, but I've seen Sin City like 5 times. So and it's not a lot either, but it's more than once. So I like it. So I'll go Sin City.
All right.
Steven.
Sin City.
All right. We got a tie, but we're on to Brian for the tiebreaker.
Either way, it is Sky High.
Sky High
Yeah.
hangs on for Brian. All right. Well, both of these
time
movies
it is for Brian.
Sin City will be in from Friday, so it still has a chance. All right. Yeah, we got King Kong, Wedding Crasher. Okay. Brian.
King Kong.
Yep.
Okay.
Malcolm.
King Kong.
Skull Island's way better. Wedding
Awesome.
Crashers.
Yeah, same here. I think Skull Island's way better. I'll go with Wedding Crashers. Steven.
I mean, I don't know if I agree with that, but I still going with Wedding Crashers.
Yeah. Richie.
Cool, because I thought King Kong was going to win because the tie would have gone to Malcolm. So I'll go Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
I mean, Austin's right. Kong Skull Island is better than Wedding Crashers.
I agree with that. I mean, I agree with that also, but it's also the best King Kong
Same here.
movie.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Kong Skull Island fucks.
I mean,
Great.
Wasn't it King Kong versus Kong Skull Island in the Monster Tournament or something?
Maybe, yeah, something like that. Yeah, and I think
I'm
we
pretty
voted
sure
for
that
Skull
you've
Island.
had that matchup before.
Probably.
Just Friends up against the Island.
Who's got the ice cream truck rolling by their
Yeah,
head?
yeah, right.
It's my doorbell.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Somebody opened up a music box with a little ballerina.
and that will go off until someone stops it. It's really annoying.
Oh,
And they
that's
used to
annoying.
go off in every room.
Wow.
So if you're like trying to take a nap and somebody shows up at the door, that sucks.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
All right.
Malcolm, you got Just Friends on the Island.
Justice for the World's Last Indian, Just Friends.
Okay.
Sure. Austin.
Justice for Michael Bay, who sometimes makes good movies. The Island, huh?
Yeah, Michael Bay has like a quarter of his filmography about, so I'll go with The Island. So that's one of them. Steven.
Just Friends.
Yep. Richie.
Just Friends.
Okay.
Brian.
Just Friends.
Wow. So is it a tie or did Malcolm vote?
No, Just Friends moves on 4-2.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, The Island's way better than Just Friends.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Oh well. It'll still be there.
We'll be there on Friday. Maybe I'll get a better. I don't know. I bet you Chris Scott hates that movie for some reason. I don't know. I have a gut feeling. You have a good feeling.
Probably, yeah. That sounds like one he would hate.
He would hate. I don't know why. I just have a feeling. We'll find out on Friday.
Dick and Jane versus the Wrestler.
Oh God! Do we even need a vote? Just the wrestler.
Yeah.
What's it missing?
Fun with Dick and Jane and the
Jane.
wrestler.
Oh yeah, wrestler. Move on.
Yeah, wrestler.
Can't
come on,
see because
yeah.
of the little like watermark or whatever the icon.
Well, that's your watermark, Jordan. I was putting
right.
it there for you. But it can be
Sure.
there if you want me to. Sure.
Well, I mean, you can have it
That's
there.
fine,
I mean,
that's fine.
either way.
All right. Was it Just Like Heaven, Wallace and Gromit?
Yeah.
Me, I'll go with Just Like Heaven.
Is it? Yeah, like usually that's there for like copyright purposes, and like anyone's gonna copyright this show. But but I'll go with Wallace and Gromit. Yeah.
I specifically played a clip at the beginning that didn't have any music. It was just Bruce Campbell talking.
Oh, was? Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was a Sky High clip of Coach Boomer.
Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah, Steven.
You're muted.
You're on
Just like that.
First time tonight. All right.
It's all good.
Yeah.
You did pretty good tonight. All right.
The first time for everything.
Just like Kevin.
Okay. Richie.
Just like Evan.
All right. Brian.
Wallace and Gromit.
Okay. And Malcolm.
Wallace and Gromit.
So it's a tie to Malcolm.
It's going to be Wallace and Gromit.
All right.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of advocating for Wallace and Gromit. Like that's one of the better movies in this thing.
We'll see.
Crash versus the Ringer.
All right.
Both movies that tackle controversial subjects.
Controversial subject matter, yes.
They're both
Jordan.
Oscar nominated. Yeah.
Jordan.
You know what? I've never seen Crash, and I like The Ringer. Like, hi, my name is Jeffy, and I like to eat apples. Yeah, I'm with The Ringer. Steven.
Crash.
Richie.
I felt dirty voting for the Ringer last time, so cry.
Yeah. Brian.
Man, Jesse, I let you eat apples. The rigor.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Crash.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Crash.
Yeah.
Then maybe that'll be one you can
Crash.
watch for Friday, Jordan. It's
Yeah,
Crash.
I mean,
the best,
yeah,
the
could
best
watch
picture
it.
winner from that year.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know. It's got Brendan Fraser.
It's got a good cast overall. Like the cast is great.
Yeah.
Cast is solid all around. So
Yeah.
Madagascar, Four Brothers.
Okay. Steven.
We didn't even talk
Four
about Four
Brothers.
Brothers. We just had an easy victory.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
And I'm going with Four Brothers now.
Yeah. Richie.
Four Brothers.
Brian.
Madagascar.
Malcolm.
I haven't seen Four Brothers, Madagascar.
Yep. Austin.
One of John Singleton's last good movies, Four Brothers.
I've only got 3 brothers, so I'll go Madagascar.
Okay. To tie, I'm actually it's a little tougher than I thought, but I'll go Four Brothers.
It was
Just
3
get
brothers
Jordan-
and 1
so-
sister, then I could vote.
Get Jordan to watch it for Friday.
Sure.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, because after this, John Singleton, his last movie was Abduction with Taylor Lautner, which is a bad movie.
Really? He
Yeah.
directed that?
Yeah, he directed that.
Man.
Right after
Weird.
directing the best Fast and Furious movie, Too Fast, Too Furious, by the way.
Didn't he direct a Denzel movie too, I thought?
He did Boys in the Hood, he did Poetic Justice.
Oh yeah, he did Boys in the Hood. That's what
He did Rosewood, I think, right? That's a great
Yeah,
movie.
Rosewood, he did Shaft, Baby Boy.
Yeah, Baby
Yeah,
Boy
he-
was Tyrese's first movie. He's actually really good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to peace out, guys, but I'll talk to you soon.
Sure,
All right,
yeah,
Richie.
yeah. We'll see
All
you,
right,
Richie.
I know we're nearly finished, but I really got to hear that with Doug's being nasty.
Sure,
it's all
yeah,
good.
yeah. It's all
All
good.
good.
Thanks.
I'll I'm gonna guess that Sky High wins. Sky High, go on, do it.
We'll see. I'm pretty good at predicting stuff lately.
All right,
with the clips.
all right. Well,
We'll see.
have a good 10 minutes left.
All right. Later.
Yeah.
All right. What we got, Malcolm? Sky High and Waiting?
Yeah.
All right. So let's find Richie was first, so we'll go Brian first.
Sky High.
Sky High. All right, Malcolm.
Yeah, this is tough, but I suspect Waiting might have won the third movie, so I'm going to go Sky High.
I'll go Sky High as well. Yeah.
Man, I'd easily go Waiting. Easy. So
Steven?
Steven.
I will go with Sky High since it came out in 2005.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, they're both 2005 though.
Yeah,
Well,
they're both 2005.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it's because Waiting's been in.
Yeah, we had it in the food tournament. We had it in the job tournament. It's been around a lot lately.
Yeah, that's
so.
why. That's why I
Right.
felt like.
And
this
then we
must
had
have
it in
been
the 2000s tier ranker for the one word title.
One
It's been
word,
around
yeah.
a lot.
Good.
It's been around. Oh, we even had the we had the Ryan Reynolds, Jason Bateman. It was in that one also. So it's been in
Yeah.
several tournaments lately. Yeah, we
And
had
also
a
the
lot.
punctuation was in punctuation.
The punctuation one. Yeah, it's been around a minute. Yeah, the last 6 months.
But Sky High moves on.
Yeah, Sky High moves on, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, JPO says, "Oh fuck," because it didn't win the last one.
Well, actually, that was from 11:30. So
That was from when Fuck was the documentary we were voting on that. Yeah.
It's from 9:30 my time. It's only 9 minutes ago that he said it.
That was when we were voting on Fuck to get into the Sweet 16. And it didn't win. Or it did win actually because it was in the 16.
I guess these rounds move fast. 9 minutes was like a round ago.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Just Friends versus Wedding Crashers.
You're up first, Malcolm.
Just Friends.
Yeah, I'll go Wedding Crashers.
I'll go Wedding Crashers. Steven?
Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, Brian.
Brian.
I remember his friends.
Okay, close one, but Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
Is that one?
The wrestler up against Wallace and Gromit.
All right, me first. Let's go Wallace and Gromit just to mix it up. Wrestle will be in on Friday again.
Yeah. I'll go with Wallace and Gromit also. Yeah. Steven.
You know, even though I know Wrestler is not a 2005 movie, Haven't
Yeah.
seen Wallace and Gromit, and I'm just not a fan of stop motion in general.
Mm.
So, what wrestler?
Yeah. Well, Brian.
Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah. And Malcolm.
The wrestler won twice in 1 week. Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah. Wallace and
Sure
Gromit,
did.
which has not won a tournament yet. Come on.
Yeah.
It could.
It may or may not. We'll see. It's got some competition. We'll see.
We'll see what's on the
Probably.
tournament tomorrow.
Yeah. Crash and Four Brothers. Jordan. Two you haven't seen. I know.
Yeah, I haven't seen either one.
Two you might need to or might want to watch before Friday or try to. Yeah.
I think Crash looks more interesting to me. I'll go Crash. I mean, it's a
I think you would like Four Brothers. I think that's a Jordan movie. It's good.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be down to check it out. So
it's these guys kind of trying to solve an unsolved murder sort of a thing, and
Vigilante.
yeah, it's a revenge movie, like a vigilante. All the four brothers kind of taking the murder case into their own hands. It's really good. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's their mother.
Nice.
Yeah, it's their mom.
Yeah.
And it's unsolved. Yeah, they're like taking it in their own hands. It's good. You'd like it.
Oh, nice. Sounds good. Steven.
I'll go with Crash.
Would you vote for again, Jordan? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
What for Crash?
Gotcha. Brian.
Yeah, two I haven't seen, so I'll go with Four Brothers because of Marky Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Haven't seen Four Brothers, so I'm going to make like the Kool-Aid Man and Crash will Crash.
Sure. Yeah. Austin.
Two Terrence Howard movies, by the way, but I would have gone Four Brothers. But Crash is going to win.
Yeah, for some reason, like instead of my like video freezing up like it does sometimes, it's like my audio. So like it just sounds really choppy. Like watch Four Brothers. It keeps doing that over and over. I'm like, what? Like, what'd you say? It's weird.
All right, Steven, you'll be up first for Wedding Crashers and Sky High.
Wedding Crashers.
All right, Brian.
Sky High.
Mm-hmm.
Malcolm.
Sky High.
Yeah, Sky High. Let's go.
I'll go Wedding Crashers.
All right, Sky High.
Sky High.
We have a chance to win.
Let's do it. Let's do it, Brian. I love that movie. Let's do it. Me and you and Malcolm, if we can get it, we got enough. We can do it. It's the closest I've ever gotten to get to winning. All right. The other side, we got Wallace and Gromit and Crash. Yeah. So, Brian.
Yeah, that's how I found my two films from 138. Wallace and Gromit.
Okay. Malcolm.
Wallace and Gromit.
Austin.
This might be strategy, but Crash.
I'll go Wallace and Gromit. Steven.
Well, you guys love Sky High so much, so I'll go with Wallace and Gromit just because that would make voting for Sky High easier for me.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, Wallace and Gromit moves on. All right, so our final here is Wallace and Gromit against Sky High. Malcolm, so first.
In fact, I realise I fucked up from my actual routine, but now I've just made it harder for myself. But
Oh yeah, right. That's what I was saying. It probably would have been easier if it was Crash.
Way to go.
Yeah. But I'm going to lean slightly to the one I like a little bit more. That's Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah.
Sky High for me.
I don't know. Like, I've only seen Sky High once. I'm trying to decide if it's like the best Disney Channel movie ever made. It feels like
It's theatrical.
I know. It's theatrical. It just has that feel though of a Disney Channel movie. Is what I'm saying.
One of these movies has Bruce Campbell in it. Just
feels like Luck of the Irish or like some of those the Disney ones.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like I'm just high on Wallace and Gromit. I think that movie's great. So
all right, Steven, you're our last hope.
So Bruce Campbell's not really a draw for me, but hey, Kurt Russell and Kelly Preston.
Kelly Preston's hot as shit in that movie.
Yeah. And plus Michael and Gary, what's his name? Unger. He was in 24. So,
there you go. Yes, 24 for the win. Come on, Steven.
So yeah, I'll go with Sky High.
Yes.
You know where
Take it home, Brian. Fuck yeah, let's
Bye.
go. Hell yeah, Sky High. All right, nice. Nice.
But why do I feel like Kelly Preston's kind of miscast? I feel like it should be Gina Carano or something
Why?
like that.
She's amazing in that movie.
Kelly
She's
Preston
great.
is 100 times a better actress than Gina Carano.
Yeah.
Or not Gina Carano. What's the one that always plays like moms and all these things? No, it's
Oh, you mean Carla Gugino? Since
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
the mom in
yeah,
the Spy Kids
yeah.
movie?
Yeah, Carla Gugino. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. No, not the like former like UFC fighter or whatever. Yeah, yeah. Carla Gugino. Like she's more like a mom. Kelly Preston's too hot to be the mom. I don't know.
I
She's
don't
not
know.
even a mom. She's a MILF. That's the point.
Yeah, sure.
What are you talking about?
Both of
Well,
them are hot.
I got to clap for it because I always do. So yeah, Sky High,
Yes.
there you go.
All right, nice.
Finally.
Yay.
Yeah, so we got our first half and part 1 in the books. So we'll see what happens with part 2 tomorrow. So yeah, we'll see if it has what kind of competition we have tomorrow. So
Well,
yeah,
I think part 2 will have mostly Will Ferrell movies. He did a lot in 2005.
Yeah,
yeah.
he did. Yeah, we'll have a couple Will Ferrells in there. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll see. So yeah, but we'll just do some plugs and that'll do it. So it made pretty good time. So we'll go to Steven. Where can we find you?
Unfortunately, I won't be here for part 2, which sucks because most of my favorite movies from 2005 apparently are going to be in that one, since Batman Begins and Lord of War and I've got a lot of other 2005 great Munich. I know Austin's not for that one, but so most of my favorites are going to be in part 2, obviously. But I'll be back for Friday.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. Some guilty pleasures that I have in that movie that like you might be surprised that I like them. But Brian, where can we find you?
You can find me do Trivia Spaces, Lights Out Trivia, Pierce Code Trivia. I believe next turn will be on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. If I'll be on the I'll be on Seeing Her Trivia for the comedy episode for sure. I'll be on that one. Also I'll be also part of Recast when it happens for my favorite from Walter Wonka. And I competed in a No Pickle Movie Network Trivia, part of the Pizza Planet faction. So that's where you can find me.
Yeah. Cool, yeah, and we'll talk about Recast. We had to push it back a little bit, but yeah. But Malcolm, where can we find you?
You can find me on Tape Productions host Rankum. It's coming back this week. This Saturday we'll be doing our top 12 movies of 2023. But yeah, you can also find me doing Gone for the Win, and then also find me over on Full Metal Boyos Trivia over there. Austin's match will be dropping in this week.
Hanging tough in the tournament as it rolls along. That's right.
I think I'm in the tournament somewhere. I don't know.
No, I think you're the
the tournaments take a while.
You're the playing matchup.
The tournaments take a while to get through. So yeah. Oh yeah. But maybe I lost in a playing match. I might have. I can't remember. It's been a while. Yeah. But anyways, yeah. Let's see. You can find us on all the social media at Movie Hero 2121.
Austin's plugs.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I'll plug something real quick.
They'll be pretty much the same thing.
Similar, but
just love the channel. So yeah.
Well, no, I will say just one thing for the channel that Jordan will not be a part of. But this Saturday, me and Jacob Barber will return with a podcast about movies, and we'll be doing it after Malcolm's Rankum episode of the top 12 of 2023. You can hop on over to the Movie Hero Network and see me and Jacob do our 2023 wrap-up show, which is a little different than all the other ones. So tune in because we just kind of talk about random movies that we want to talk about from the year. We also talk about some of our best discoveries of the year as far as older movies and maybe some of the physical media purchases we picked up. And we just kind of discuss the year in movies, not necessarily do a ranking. So if you just want to see us casual discussion of 2023, come over there and we'll talk about it a little bit. So join us on Saturday.
Cool. Sounds good. Yeah, so just like I said, you can find us at Movie Hero 2121 on X and Instagram. You can find me my personal social media that I post frequently on, at least for the channel. Updates for that, Jordan 83616. We do have a Patreon. That's patreon.com/movie hero, which I'm getting ready probably this week. I'm gonna post the extended schedule. So if you want to get a good look at the extended schedule, that'll be up. It'll go about 4 months out. So so that'll be up there if you want to get first dibs. And there'll be some podcasts that I need to upload too. There's a couple that are in the books that I need to put up there. So I'm gonna try and put a few things on the Patreon this week. We'll be doing we actually decided we made it do. I mean, we'll have to talk about it. Some kind of bonus episode of the podcast at some point to have something for the Patreon. But our top 12 of the year, we want to leave it on the channel because we feel like that's a pretty important one. We're going to leave it for everyone to see, so you can kind of see our top 12 of the year coming up near the end of the month. This Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be doing an all-comedy version of the Seen and Heard movie trivia. We're just going to call it Seen and Heard a comedy trivia. So it'll just be, and whenever I do themed episode, I just do we make it a marathon episode. So I just do all movie clips. So, and the goal is to do one themed episode a month and then one regular episode. But this month, we're going to have our Grand Champions episode near the end of the month. Is going to be all of our former champions, the winner of the free-for-all, the MVP of the free-for-all, and we also did a number one contender match too. So all those people from all of that will be a part of it. So yeah, you can look forward to that. So it'll be a big one at the end of the month. And then we had to push back a recast. We will be recasting Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory soon, but I just have so much going on this month. I'm going to be out of town on a vacation for about a week, and just a lot going on because I want to make sure I get these trivia matches up, and those take a lot of work and stuff. So just be patient. We'll let you know. I mean, the plan is to start doing a recast on a regular basis starting in February. We'll make sure that it's a regular thing. But and then we'll be back with Wheel of Movies. I'm actually hoping to maybe doing next week right before I go out of town, where we're actually going to spin the wheel and actually just have a random movie from our wheel for once, because we've been pulling a lot of audible. So there won't be one this Wednesday, but maybe a week from this Wednesday. We'll see. I gotta look at the calendar just to make sure. Actually, nope. You know what? We won't do one until I get back from out of town, because I'll be out of town. So it's a good thing that I glanced at the calendar. But yeah, and then just what we have for tournament fights and tier ranker. So of course we'll be finishing out our ladder series. Tomorrow night will be part 2. Then Friday we have our championship. It'll just be a half bracket, and then the following week we'll be starting to talk a little bit of TV, and we'll get into some more TV stuff later on in the year. We want to talk more, but we're gonna have Malcolm versus JPO with their favorite TV shows of all time. So we'll have that one as a versus. We'll be doing we're not going to have an episode next Friday because Austin will be going out of town, and then I'll be going out of town like literally the next day. So I just figured just like make it easy. We're just gonna have a little break. So we'll be pretty light next week. We'll be heavy this week because we got 3 episodes and our trivia. But then next week will just be just the 1 episode on Tuesday. But and then we got some versus matches I'm sad I'm going to miss while I'm out of town, but it'll be Sam Rockwell versus Ben Foster. Then we'll have Johnny Depp versus Gary Oldman. So we'll have a couple week of some versus matchups. Then we'll be when I get back, we'll be finally diving into our best of 2023. We just wanted to have a little extra time to see some stragglers. I need to watch Poor Thing because I can't freaking find that anywhere. So whenever if that is available, I'll watch it. But and that will also be a 3-part series. We'll be getting back into our best movies with one-word titles for a tier ranker. That'll be best one-word titles of the 70s. So we got that one on the schedule.
And previous, just one last classic episode.
Yeah.
So
So
we
like,
hashed out that list. We're gonna do everything basically everything pre 1980, just all.
yeah,
one.
we'll do that all in one. So yeah. And then we have the next in our geek series. We'll be doing best action / adventure movie characters. So that one, because that's part of our quest to determine the best geek characters of all time, and the winners of those will go up against some of the geek characters of our previous tournaments that made it into the Sweet 16. And then me and Brian, we're gonna have our versus with our favorite family movies. So that's coming up in February.
Spoiler alert, Sky High's in my list.
Okay,
Hey.
yeah, right. So we will see Sky High again. Yeah, probably not in my list, but I haven't finalized my list yet. So
Free Willy 2, The Adventure Home. No.
yeah, right. Yeah. Far From Home: The Adventures of Yellow Dog. Not in the tournament. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we'll be getting into best movies of 2004, obviously, for our next one next year. We have our best comedy sequels finally on the schedule, and then I'll just throw in just a couple extra. I actually rescheduled the best movie posters. We were going to do it earlier this month, but it got rescheduled. I have it officially on Friday, February 23rd. So that's when it's going to be. So we're just going to have 5 of us. We're all going to pick a handful, maybe about 12 or 13 of our favorite movie posters, and then you vote simply on the movie poster. So got that one. And then we're going to be
200 episode might be coming pretty soon. 200 tournament.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so that one we may have to shoehorn in to maybe find a spot for it, but that's coming up soon. Well, let's give you the last two just real quick. We have our after the 128 series we're going to start, where everyone gets to pick their next top 64 after their top 128 movies. So I'll be up first to do mine, and then we'll kind of just let anyone who's done a 128 do that. And then we're going to be doing best biopics finally, which is best biopics I've had on the schedule forever, almost a year, and I keep pushing it back to fit things in. So we're finally going to get there. So yeah, but that'll do it. There's a little kind of look at what's coming up. So yeah, but I think that'll do it for us tonight. So we'll be back at it again tomorrow. But for tonight, for Stephen Shepard, for Brian Nussbaum, for Malcolm Lay, for Austin Pez Howell, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson. Oh yeah, and for Richie, let's not forget about Richie Goodacre. But I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we'll see you next time.
So, Will, anything interesting happen at school today?
Well, as you may have noticed, I got my powers today.
Yes, we know. The principal called.
Look, it's not as bad as it sounds. It's actually a really funny, great story.
You nearly destroyed the cafeteria.
Yeah, but Mom, I got my powers.
And do you know how to use them wisely?
Sanctum. Now. William Theodore Stronghold. Come here.
You're not mad?
My boy has super strength. How can I be mad? Ow! Sorry. Ow! You are strong!